still. Hot dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance. Crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand. Living life like we planned. Let's up and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to tonight's live stream. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks, and we have a game for you today. What's up, guys? Those of y'all who were here earlier who got to watch Santino run the show, that was a lot of fun. Different change of pace, right? But I'm back, guys, so now you're stuck with me. Shout out to Earth Citizen in the chat. Dave Olaf saying, ha, 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 the bling, bling. Bling, bling, my friend. Bling, bling. Let's go Seahawks, says SWVA Weather. What up, SWVA Weather? I got Dave Hack saying smash the like button. Robert Samora dropping in the Dallas Cowboys logos right here. William Hodge saying looking cool. What's going on, Mr. Destructocron? Welcome in. Fist bumps to you. Saturday Night Football. Let's effing go. Let's effing go. Phoenix says hello. Hello, Phoenix. Ashley Hillards. Hello, Ashley. Dat Boy Rizzle. Welcome back, sir. Don Gillespie saying hello. We got a good handful of people in this chat today. Galaxy Guardian, welcome. Brent Loy says, how about them boys? How about them, my friend? How about them? All right, guys. Well, the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks, two very different stories. Two very different stories this season, or last season, I should say, as we enter this one. Seattle Seahawks, best defense in the NFL, arguably. Dallas Cowboys defense, worst defense in the NFL. Seahawks offense was kind of middle of the pack. Dallas Cowboys offense was there. The defense was the biggest missing piece. And during this offseason, the Dallas Cowboys had two first-round picks. The first one going to Caleb Downs, the safety, and then, of course, Malachi Lawrence was the second pick in this year's draft. Both in the first round, the Dallas Cowboys have at least made an attempt at fixing this really busted-up defense. If the Cowboys' defense can be even 60% of what the Seahawks, 50% of what the Seahawks defense is, I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to have a pretty decent season this year. Shout outs to Davey saying, what's up, Mario? What's up, man? How are you? Peter's Game Channel says these ads are crazy. I've got Medical saying, dude, love your broadcast and watching you during Seahawks Super Bowl. Keep up the good work. Be well, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for checking in. I am become deaf. Destroyer of words, says Soccer Cowboys. What's up? How you doing, my friend? Papa Mike is in the chat. Javier says hello. Hello, Javier. Bienvenidos, mi amigo. Siempre un bienvenidos. Bienvenidos, señores y señores, a toditos que están aquí hoy. LaShawn Korb says hello. J-Dogs Vids says hello. Let's FN go, ladies and gentlemen. Sweet. We're 5 minutes in. Let's talk about the personnel, because we haven't really had a chance to get a good look at both sides. But before we get into the actual players right now, let's talk about the season last year for the Dallas Cowboys. My Dallas Cowboys, guys, we finished the season 7-9-1 with that tie that we had. That tie was the Green Bay Packers. Don't want to relive that, but I do want to talk about the good part. We'll talk about the bad, and then we'll talk about the ugly. And the good part right now is that the Dallas Cowboys offense is working well. CeeDee Lamb missed some time last year, and even when he came back, George Pickens was firmly a centerpiece of the offense. I think Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and Williams and the company that we got here for the Dallas Cowboys should be in good shape this season. But last year, they weren't bad. Top 5 in points per game offensively, putting up 27.7 points per game. Yards per game offensively and yards per play offensively. Top 3 in both of those categories. Finishing the 2025 campaign, averaging 391 yards. Still, though, it wasn't enough to get a winning record or make the playoffs. Third down conversion, a top 10 team here for the Dallas Cowboys offense as well. When it came to red zone scoring, though, that's when we stalled out quite a bit. Brandon Aubrey did have to do some heavy lifting to get those points up on the board for us. Defensively, this is the ugly right here, guys. Dead last in multiple categories, mind you. Dead last in the NFL when it came to points per game allowed, giving up 30 points per game, more than 30 points per game. Worst team in the league. Yards per game, 377 yards per game allowed. Bottom three in yards per play. Dead last in third down conversion, allowing a success rate on third downs of 47%. And red zone scoring, they allowed teams to score inside the red zone at 66%. Just awful for the Dallas Cowboys last year defensively. Here is hoping that this year we don't have to see any more red on the board. Dallas Cowboys do not like that color red. Blue is the color that we prefer. We'll even take green just as long as we're on this side of the color wheel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tommy Braskett, who says hello. Tommy, I see you. Looks like someone said, "You're freezing," says Gary. Are you guys getting lag on your side? Are you guys experiencing dropped frames right now? How are you guys doing over there? Because I can unplug and replug real quick if we've got glitching. Let's see. All the Ashleys. B Balling says, Mario, what the heck? My Seahawks coming for the Cowboys. Repeat time, bro. Let's go Hawks. LFG, says B Ballin. Tiny bit, says Tracy. Dave says no lag. Gary says was. Dave says no lag for me. Awesome. Not now. Looks like we're good. Cool. 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 All right. If we see anything else or if it gets choppy on you guys, please let me know in the chat and we'll get it figured out. Mario looking sharp, season ready. I'm trying to get as sharp as a tack here before this season starts. I'd like to be in mid-season form by the time we hit week 1, which is why we're doing so many of these preseason games. Let's take a quick look right now at the offense for the Dallas Cowboys here, shall we? I think it's a good place to start. All right, folks. Dallas Cowboys, not much has changed offensively here for us. You will see Dak Prescott and Javonte Williams once again as the two guys in the back here. Jadon Blue, Phil Maffa, and Malik Davis are the backup running backs that we will probably see throughout today's game. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and Ryan Flournoy all going to be your starting wide receivers here for this Dallas Cowboys room. Kavonte Turpin, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Jonathan Mingo are the wide receivers 4, 5, and 6. We'll probably see actually them more than anything, but the list goes on. Anthony Smith, Denzel Mims, Jordan Hudson, Camden Brown, Tyler Johnson, Trayshawn Holden. Those are the guys who are fighting for roster spots over these next 3 weeks, and the names that we may or may not get familiar with as we enter the season. Offensive line, let's not forget Jake Ferguson, Jake Ferguson, Brevin Spanford, and Luke Schoonmaker, all going to be tight ends available here. And Hunter Lupke is our fullback. We'll call his name if needed. From the left tackle to the right tackle, Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, Tyler Booker, and Terrence Steele. You got 3 Tylers, a Cooper, and a Terrence, and that makes up your Dallas Cowboys offense. Dak Prescott last season, guys, again, had to do quite a bit. He was 3rd in the NFL when it came to passing yards with 4,552 passing yards. 30 passing touchdowns was good for 4th in the NFL, and he was top 5 in QBR with a QBR of 70, which puts him at 5th. So the Dallas Cowboys offense can figure it out. It's the defense that really needs to be figured out, and we've got a lot of new faces here for this squad. So, Quinnen Williams going to be on the left defensive end. By the way, this on my chart here, it says 4-3 defense. I've actually got a 3-4 defense, but that's okay. So it's saying left defensive end, nose tackle, defensive tackle here. Just making sure that this is all set up right now. Rashawn Gary is actually a weak side linebacker. So Rashawn Gary is going to be on this side. Okay, got it. Quinnen Williams, left defensive end. Otito Ogbonia going to be your nose tackle, and Kenny Clark is the man who we picked up in the Micah Parsons trade, plus that first-round pick from Green Bay. Thanks, Green Bay. That's actually the defensive line. Last year, the Cowboys' defense was a 4-3 defense. This is what it would look like if it was a 4-3 defense. On ESPN, I've actually got a 3-4 defense, which means three defensive linemen and 4 linebackers. Rashawn Gary is not going to be lined up at defensive end. Rashawn Gary is going to be lined up on the weak side as a weak side linebacker. DeMarvion Overshown, D. Winters, and Donovan Ezraku going to be your linebackers for the Cowboys core. Deron Bland on one side, Kobe Durant on the other, Malik Hooker in the back, and Jalen Thompson, your other safety for now at least. We will see what happens with Caleb Downs. He's listed as the starting nickel, and so if they do decide to dial up those nickel packages, then we will see some Caleb Downs. I expect to see more nickel formations in this 3-4 defense instead of the 4-3 defense. It does allow for a lot of variations there. And so curious to see what this team is going to look like this year. Curious to see what the Dallas Cowboys team is going to look like this year. Of course, Brian Schottenheimer going to be your head coach here. Second year now as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Last year, 7-9-1. No playoff appearances, so no playoff losses. Of course, the son of Marty Schottenheimer. 4 different teams his dad was head coach of. Anyways, that's the Dallas Cowboys in a nutshell. Let's see what's going on with the chat really quick before we jump on over to the Seattle Seahawks. Let's see. It looks horrible, says Electric Divergent. Boo. Birds, are you stoned? Hawks, sorry, champs. 7:40 a.m. here in the Philippines, says RS. That's a 3-4, says Dave. Yes, it was a 3-4, not a 4-3. That's what I was trying to spit out there. Dave, appreciate you. Hello, Robert and Mario. Hello, Janet Jones. Welcome in. Freddie Morales says hello, Robert Zamora. Hello, Bear, says Tracy. Bears, who do you like in this game? Honestly, I like my Dallas Cowboys in this game. Go Cowboys. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes today. Alrighty, guys, pivoting on over now to the Seattle Seahawks, the enemy for today. Seattle, I see you. Preseason, let's see how these boys play. Well, we'll start with the good for the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks, there was literally no team better in the NFL when it came to defense, when it comes to points per game allowed. They gave up just 16.9 points per game. Not bad. Yards per game allowed, top 10 team, a top 5 team when it comes to yards per play allowed, giving up less than 4.8, giving up 4.7. The best team in all of the National Football League when it comes to third down conversion percentage allowed to opposing offenses. This defense gave up just 32% conversion rate on third downs. Less than 1 out of every 3 third downs was converted to a first down. Lots of 3-and-outs for opposing teams. Red zone scoring, as far as red zone scoring allowed defensively, they only gave up touchdowns 51% of the time. Do what you will with that information. Once teams get into the red zone, touchdowns are almost always imminent. Almost, but, more likely than not, a top 6 team still giving up 51% success rate. Teams like to score when they get down there. Unless you're the Dallas Cowboys, in which case you struggle, but that's a whole different thing. Okay. On the offensive side, mind you guys, this team went 14-3 and went on to win the Super Bowl last year. Most of this team is exactly the same. Very, very few has changed. Very few changes have been made. Points per game, offensively, a top 3 team. 29.2 points per game is what they scored on offense. Yards per game, top 7 team. Yards per play, top 17. Third down conversion percentage, that's middle of the pack. And red zone scoring, bottom of the table there for the Seattle Seahawks in the bottom 10 when it comes to scoring inside the red zone. But even in the bottom 10, they're still scoring 54% of the time. So there is that. Let's see. And somehow still underrated, says the Coco. A lot of people were talking trash to me last year because I said Legion of Boom 2.0. I said that at the start of the season. I've got video clips to prove it. I got receipts, bro. And I said this defense for the Seattle Seahawks, with all the players that they have, and we started rattling off the entire squad, this team feels like Legion of Boom 2.0. And, you know, they did make some changes to this Seahawks team, but for the most part, it is all there. All their pieces are there. I do think they are going to regress a little bit, but we're going to start with the defense instead of the offense this time. This is a true 3-4 formation, not a 4-3 formation. Get it? 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Good. Got it? Great. Left defensive end, Leonard Williams. Right defensive end, Jerron Reed. And nose tackle is Byron Murphy. Your linebackers for today, on the weak side, the ex-Dallas Cowboy, DeMarcus Lawrence. And on the strong side, Uchenna Nwosu. Your inside linebackers today for the Seattle Seahawks, on the left side is Drake Thomas. On the right side is Ernest Jones. This is your front seven. Then, of course, on the outside perimeter here with your safeties up high and your corners out on the sides there, Josh Joby on the right side, and on the left side is Devin Witherspoon. Your two safeties for today, Julian Love and Ty Okada. And if needed, we are probably going to see Nick Emenwari. Actually, he's been ruled out for today, but if they're going to roll out a nickel, it's going to be Noah Igbenogene. Igbenogene? Should have practiced that one. That's on me, guys. A couple of changes here, though, man. You will see Terrion Arnold. Yes, Terrion Arnold, the ex-Detroit Lion, fighting for a starting role behind Josh Joby. So we could see a battle for the starting CB spot here between Terrion Arnold and Josh Joby. I do like that, and that's something I'm going to be looking out for. But one of the things that I was talking about with Santino is the battle that we're going to see with the obvious change at running back, because there is no more there's no more Kenneth Walker. So it's Sam Darnold, Drew Lock, Jalen Milroe going to be your three quarterbacks for the locker room here, for the quarterback room. But the running back room has changed a lot. Zach Charbonnet, technically the starting running back, but Jadarian Price was just picked up by the Seattle Seahawks in this year's draft. The man who played for I think it was Notre Dame. Yes, Jadarian Price, a recognizable game if you want, or recognizable name if you follow college ball. But behind him, we know that George Holani is a very strong runner as well, and he's in his second year. And welcome over to the Seattle Seahawks as well, Emmanuel Wilson, who was a pretty solid backup running back for the Green Bay Packers. So now they have not one, not two, not three, but if you consider Zach Charbonnet to be more of a running back two, then this Seattle Seahawks backfield is 4 running back twos who are all fighting for the running back one spot, which is kind of really exciting to see. I do believe that they are going to keep Zach Charbonnet as the starter, but I do expect this to be a running back by committee situation here, and I do think Jadarian Price is going to end up the number 2, and George Holani is going to be number 3. We'll see if Emmanuel Wilson stays on the squad or if he's relegated to the practice squad. Okay, guys, JSN on the right side. You got Cooper Kupp on the left, Rashid Shaheed as wide receiver 3, A.J. Barner as your main tight end with Elijah Arroyo behind him, Eric Saubert and Nick Vanette behind A.J. Barner. Offensive line, maybe not for today, but offensive line for this season moving forward. On the left, Charles Cross. Left guard, Gray Zabel. At center, Jalen Sundell. Right guard, Anthony Bradford, and right tackle, Abraham Lucas. This will make up the Seattle Seahawks offense in 2026. Head coach Mike Macdonald's tenure with the team. He's got 2 complete seasons now, and he's a Super Bowl champion as of 2025. The 24-10 regular season record for him and Seattle, can't be upset about that. You're winning more than 2 out of every 3 games with 3 playoff wins and 0 playoff losses as you get all the way to the Super Bowl. What a way to start your head coaching spot in a new city, huh? If I do say so myself. Let's see. I bet chat hits 1.6, says Dave Olaf. Price will change. Let's see. Price will take charge. Fact, says William. I think so too, man. I think Price will absolutely take charge there. I'm eating a Sonic popsicle, says Kendra Bailey. What's up, Kendra Bailey? Welcome in. Seattle Archive, saying let's go Seahawks. Isaiah Berger says, hey, Robert. Hey, Mario. Only 397 says Dave HVAC. Dave HVAC, welcome. Shelly Mills says go Cowboys. Electric Divergent says that chain on a Steelers jersey, though. I don't know, man. I got to have my Cowboys chain. I've also got a Yankees chain now, but that's different. That's a whole different thing. But I got my Cowboys chain. Shout out to Mr. G. Welcome back, dude. Hey, how your Tigers doing? You guys going to make the playoffs? You guys going to be all right? Are we covering baseball for you this October, bro? Hope to see you, Mr. Detroit City. Shout out to Tommy, who says the Saints lost. Yikes. Rough. Jim Fam says Cowboys. 410 now, says Dave HVAC. Mr. Detroit City says Rob for press secretary. And Perfect Bob says, what's up? Mario for president. I don't want that job. I don't want that job. Shout to talking trash even when your team isn't. I don't even know what that last word says. Laking? Okay. Go Tigers, says Brando. Mario, diehard Cowboys fan. I'm a Cowboys fan, for sure. Well, let's take a look at some numbers to try and make myself feel a little bit better, if there's even a possibility of that. This is as good as it's going to get, Cowboys fans. Take a look right now. Dak Prescott, 4,500 passing yards last season. Sam Darnold, 4,048. So about 500 more passing yards for Dak Prescott than Sam Darnold. Dak also had about double the rushing yards, 32 total touchdowns, 30 through the air and 2 on the ground. 10 picks, less than Sam Darnold, who threw 14, but Darnold had slightly higher completion percentage, took 4 fewer sacks last year, and Dak Prescott, we can at least, and I don't want to say justify $60 million, because I don't think that $60 million is worth justifying, would have a much stronger team if the quarterback wasn't eating so much of the salary cap, although valued at $18 billion, the Dallas Cowboys have enough money for everyone. That being said, I'll take Dak over Sam Darnold. Now, defensively, we're not touching the Dallas Cowboys at all. Stay far away in your fantasy drafts from the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, even with the changes that have been made. Seattle Seahawks were the best team in the NFL, giving up about half the points that the Dallas Cowboys gave up last season. Opponent rushing yards per game on the ground, the Seattle Seahawks were a top 3 defense for ground and rushing defense. Dallas Cowboys, pretty bad. Opponent passing yards per game. When it came to opponent passing yards per game allowed, the Seattle Seahawks gave up 202. The Dallas Cowboys gave up 251, dead last in the NFL. Takeaways per game, more than twice the amount of takeaways per game generated by the Seattle Seahawks team. They are getting an interception or a forced fumble or some kind of turnover to get the ball back every single game, sometimes more than once. And when it came to sacks per game, Seattle Seahawks top 10 team compared to the Dallas Cowboys, who ranked 22nd. Alrighty. Running back comparison. There's a little bit of love here for the Dallas Cowboys running game, but it's not the greatest. When it comes to rushing yards per game, the Dallas Cowboys were actually a top 10 team, believe that or not, averaging about a yard more than the Seattle Seahawks, but the margins are so thin there. That's basically a wash. Rushing attempts per game. You can see about 2.5 attempts more per game for the more per game than the Seattle Seahawks, which means that their average yards per rush attempt went down. Right? That math tracks for me. But again, look at the difference in margin between 4.6 and 4.2. Like, there are so many teams that are tied for 8th and so many teams that are tied for, 16th? And then I'm sure there are multiple teams who are tied at 23rd, but that's just the way the numbers washed out. Rushing touchdowns per game. This ain't tracking here. This color should be this color. That's what's tripping me out. 1.2, 1.1. That color grading was wrong. That's on me. And then, of course, the rushing yards percentage here. Rushing yards, about 32% of the rushing yards, or 32% of the total yards for the Dallas Cowboys came on the ground. 35% of the total yards for the Seattle Seahawks came on the ground. And do what you will with that information. Does that information really matter all that much? No, but you can make your picks based off of that or build your storyline based off of some of that data. Cowboys have nobody comparable to Roger Craig. Cowboys should win this one, says Papa Mike. Picked up a new corner. Terrion Arnold, ex-Lion, just signed. Yes, sir. We brought him up just moments ago. He's definitely going to be fighting for that spot behind Josh Joby. Anyways, taking a look at the passing game, Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, pretty solid. We saw that. These are the pass catchers and their numbers, so targets per game. Receiving yards per game would be 266 versus 224. Targets, pass attempts per game, I'm putting that in quotes. Pass attempts per game, basically targets per game. The Dallas Cowboys, wide receiving core, receiving about 36 targets per game compared to 28 targets per game. Now, JSN was able to do a lot with those 28 targets per game. Dallas Cowboys able to do a lot with their 36 targets per game. Completion percentage, about the same for both sides. There's not that much of a difference between the two. Half of a percentage point doesn't really equal a statistical advantage to me. Yards per pass. Now, this is what I'm talking about. JSN getting those passes long range upfield, doing a lot more with the fewer targets. So yards per pass, second best team in the NFL. Maybe our new safety or our new nickel can prevent that from happening. And when it comes to pass play percentage here, the Seattle Seahawks, I mean, they don't run the ball. They don't pass the ball. What are they doing? Dallas Cowboys a little more balanced here when it comes to passing yards percentage. Okay. That math doesn't really math, does it? Well, I'll have to look into that. That's about it, guys. That's our pregame right there. That's going to be our pregame right there. Looks like Mario got some good tats. I've got a couple. Yeah, dude, I got a couple here for sure. Could say the same thing about Miami owner Stephen Ross, but hopefully that's changed now. We have rid ourselves of the disease named Tua and the rest of the pansies that couldn't get the job done, says Dire Wolf. Okay, man, tell me you're a Miami Dolphins fan without telling me you're a Miami Dolphins fan. Tough reality is a number of teams now have their quarterback taking up a good amount of the team's salary cap. Even Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence is getting $55 per year. It's a lot of money, man. That is a lot. Shelly, he's fine. Thank you for asking. Dave says, great pregame, Mario. Very informative. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate you. Wait says, I hope Michael Trigg flashes tonight. Yowman Adventure says, go Seahawks. Go backups. I don't think any starters are playing today. We might see a little bit. We might. Before the game gets started, guys, let's talk about the future here. Next week for preseason week 2, I will be live on Saturday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So it is going to be a late game. I'm not going to be offended if a lot of you guys are in bed by that time, especially those of you on the East Coast. Nobody wants to watch preseason Cardinals anyways. So I won't be offended if you guys aren't here next week. Would love to have you, but I get it. Preseason week 3. I expect Tommy Braskett to be the first one in the chat. Just kidding, Tommy. I've got the Saints and the Cowboys that day, 7 p.m. That is a Friday, Saturday, and Friday. These preseason games, guys, they're Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Next week, I got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There is no football tomorrow, which is great because I got a fantasy draft tomorrow and another fantasy draft on Monday. But these are going to be the next 2 games for the Dallas Cowboys in preseason. To start the regular season, week 1, Sunday night football. Dallas Cowboys versus Big Blue in the New York Giants. Then week 2, Commanders at Cowboys. opening 2 weeks, 2 divisional matchups for the Dallas Cowboys. Bang, bang, get those off the table. And then in week 3, the Dallas Cowboys go to Brazil to play the Baltimore Ravens. What? It may seem deceptively easy, but the Dallas Cowboys do have, especially, I think the New York Giants are going to be good this year, guys. I know. I'm telling you. I think they're going to be good. Okay, next week, we are also covering the Seahawks again. It'll be the Seahawks versus the Titans. So in week 2 for preseason, Sunday night football, Seahawks versus Titans. Week 3 is going to be Friday at 7 p.m. This one is going to be Seahawks at Chiefs. And I won't be live for this one. We'll be covering the Dallas Cowboys game, which I believe is that same time. And then to start the season for the Seattle Seahawks, it is going to be on Wednesday, September 9th. You see this, you can read this correct. It's not Thursday night football for the first game of the year. It is Wednesday, 7:20 p.m. Central Standard Time. Patriots at Seahawks. Super Bowl rematch. Week 2, Seahawks at Cardinals. Week 3, Seahawks at Commanders. We'll see how that goes. But giving a quarterback so much salary doesn't leave much room to get some protection. Agreed, Tommy Braskett. Jeff Metterling is in the chat. What's up, Jeff? I got Brady Fischler saying script this year says Seahawks win for the next 2 years. No way. The most basic guy says LFG. I got the Fremp saying, yo, Robert, I see y'all in today's chat. If you have not said hello, and I have not said hello to you yet, drop your chats now before this game starts so I can say what's up to you guys before we start popping off here. Cool. Let's see what's going on in this chat. Good to see you too, Brady. I see you, Mr. Fischler. Bear Schweiger is in the chat. Maroon Commando says what's up. Courtney says hello. Fist bumps to Courtney. We got Unky James saying hello. DJ Gene, salute to you, sir. Go Cowboys. Teresa Bush, what's up? Welcome in. Got a new owner? Question mark. Paul Gregory says what's up. I am Nickelodeon. Hello, my friend. No dice. Salute. Mario, put that drafts on live chat, please, says Dave. We got Ashley saying go boys. Tommy Braskett saying third-person game. I'll give you a bye so that you can cheer for your Cowboys. Awesome. Love it. Appreciate it. Domain Robinson says hello. Jason is with us. Hallow Phantom says, yo, get them effing koozies available already. I will, my friend. I will. Jordan Brewer, what's up? Monique, my favorite San Antonio Spur is Wemby and Stephon Castle. Mr. J. Lamster, what's up? Michael Warnino, welcome. Cool. We got a squad today, guys. Cool. Okay, well, they're going to drag this out. We have not seen kickoff just yet. It'll be just a few more moments before we get that. Val says, hey, Mario, it's been a while since I've been on here. Welcome back, Val. Always great to have you in the chat. Always great to have you guys in the chat. You know what? While I got you then, while I got you guys in, where are we at here? Shout out to the channel members. Shout outs to all the VIP channel members. Brandy, Courtney, Gary, Jeremy, JT, John, Little Miss, Lorinda, Robert, Samora, Steve, Val, thank y'all. Thank you. And I do need to update this because I do think Victoria has just moved up to championship level, and I think we've got a few other people who have moved into the touchdown level. So I do need to update this list as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank the channel members who keep this channel alive and keep this channel moving forward. Without this continued support here, we never ask for financial contribution. These people back here like me enough to just want to help out, and they're helping out in an amazing way. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, all of you, on this list. And shout out to the First Down channel members who have been with us for at least 90 days. If your name is on this list, you've been a channel member for at least 90 days, and I want to thank you as well. This is alphabetically organized. There are a few names that we still need to update on here because this list is always and ever growing and ever changing. We're going to need a second page here pretty soon. But thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There are a lot of names that you will see out here that you might recognize. Shout out to all of these channel members. Here's the opening kickoff, and we get a return. The 20, the 25, out to the 30, the 35, the 40, and to the 43-yard line go the Seattle Seahawks. So Seattle going to start things off by running the ball all the way up the field and embarrassing us thoroughly in the process. That was quick. Okay. First thing I see is a flag on the play. Looks like that's going to come back 10 yards. They're going to set the Seattle Seahawks on the 20-yard line, so the reason that broke away so big is because there was a holding on the field. That holding has allowed the Dallas Cowboys to get into more favorable field position. It's 1st and 10. Seattle Seahawks with the possession. All right, guys, let's do this thing. I'm going to show you guys what it is that we do here. All right. We've got a single back formation right now at the Seattle 20-yard line. Looks like a turnaround and a handoff to the left side. A modest gain by George Holani will start the clock here. It's 2nd down and 7 after a pickup of 3. Football at the Seattle 23 now. Drew Lock is the quarterback who got the start here today. And if I'm being honest, he'll probably play the whole first half. And then they'll give it to Jalen Milroe, who they still don't know what they have in Jalen Milroe. We saw him last year. I roasted him last preseason. You guys said he would be fine. I don't know. Locke looks to the right, throws to the right, tagged, going down right there. The catch is made by Jake Bobo for a pickup of 3. 2nd down and 7 becomes 3rd down and 4. Seattle's now at the 26-yard line. So Seattle at the 26. Drew Lock is the quarterback in right now. First pass of the day for him was successful. The tackle there was made by the corner, Siobhan Ravel Jr. Let me clarify. Shotgun formation. Drew Lock waits for the snap. He's got George Holani next to him here. Here's the snap on 3rd down and 4. Lock airs this out to the turkey hole. Looks like there is going to be a flag that comes in on the play. This will stop the clock with 13:34. It's a 3rd down and 4 at the Seattle. It's going to be a 1st down coming up now, guys. It's a foul against the Dallas Cowboys. It's a pass interference call. Ouch. So pass interference against the Dallas Cowboys. 3rd down and 4 from the Seattle 26 results in a 19-yard penalty. It's a 1st and 10 now for the Seattle Seahawks. They're at the 45-yard line now. 1st and 10. Shy of midfield. An I formation. Drew Lock will turn around and hand this off to the left side. And a gain out to about the 49-yard line. A 4-yard pickup. It's a 2nd down and 6. Ball carrier Velus Jones Jr. So Velus Jones Jr. picks up 4 yards. He's listed as a wide receiver, but was in at the halfback spot, so he was the running back on that play. Deebo Samuel, maybe? Let me take a look at this. Velus Jones Jr. Why do they have him listed as a wide receiver? And he's in at running back again. He gets the toss out. Okay. And 2nd down and 6, 5-yard gain. 3rd down and 1. I do have him as a running back on my cheat sheet. But if you look at it here, let me give you the actual copy and paste notes that's coming in from ESPN. Weird that they have him listed as a wide receiver. Anyways, doesn't matter. Quite literally does not matter. It's 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Turns around, hands this off, right-hand side. That is going to be a 1st down. It was George Holani, the sledgehammer, who runs this one in, and I do expect this to be a running back by committee. We're seeing it here already. 3rd down and 1. But a 3-yard gain. It's going to be a 1st down. Seattle Seahawks. Football on the Dallas 44. Home call, says Donald Gillespie. Came from Bears, gadget player, mainly kick returner, says Hollow Phantom. All right, I formation. Little play action here. Fooled everybody. Good sell there by Drew Lock, and Lock throws this over the line. It's going to be an incomplete pass, stopping the clock for the first time in a while. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. The football is still across midfield. It is in Dallas territory at the Dallas 44-yard line. Drew Lock with his first incomplete pass of the day. There was nobody really there. I don't know, ref. Looks like intentional grounding to me. Just kidding. Just kidding. I am just kidding. I am just kidding. Watching from Australia, says JC. Jace. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. This one to the right side. George Holani brings it out to the 41. Scratch that, 39. Not enough for a first down. 3rd down and 5 after the 5-yard pickup. We start the clock once again. You can't limit Emmett, says Jason. He gave me 50 points, says Dave. Ty Simpson greater than Fernando Mendoza? Bruh. Jerry. No. No, Jerry. No. 3rd down and 5. Shotgun formation. 39-yard line. Seattle with the ball in Cowboys territory. 4-man rush comes in. Drew Lock steps through the pocket. The linebackers came in and delivered a hit. Could not jar the ball loose there. And it's going to be a first down thanks to Drew Lock, who ran it himself for 6 yards on 3rd down and 5. Putting us inside the red zone now. All right. Whoa, hold the phone. Oh, my gosh. It actually wasn't. It was out to the Dallas 39-yard line. This is why we're in the red zone, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Personal foul. Face mask. 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the run. The penalty on Carson. And the face mask call came in. It's going to put them inside the red zone. Dallas Cowboys with another mistake. 2 big penalties here. The Dallas Cowboys defense with the face mask and with a pass interference. Good tackle here on 1st and 10. They do get the stop. It's 2nd down and 10 with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Drago says DB enters the chat room and immediately noticed by Sir Robert, the gatekeeper, who welcomes Mr. Balboa with joy. And once again, all is well in Mario Land, says Drago Balboa. It's not Mario Land, it's the nation. It's Football Nation. All is well in Football Nation. Here we go, folks. I got a 1st and 10, a 2nd down and 10, and a shotgun formation. Running back to the left here, Drew Lock takes a snap, fakes the handoff, sells it well, delivers the pass. It's good for a first down right now. This time Elijah Arroyo makes the grab, catches this one for a gain of 12. It's a first down. Seattle Seahawks. So Seattle picks up a first down. The Dallas Cowboys looking to get a stop right now. Easier said than done, especially when you've got one of the worst red zone defenses in the league, at least from last year. And this secondary does not seem to be as sturdy as we were hoping to see showcased today. Quickly, Drew Lock turns around, makes a quick audible, turns back around. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff to the left side. And out of the I formation, the power run to the left does pick up about 2 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and goal. Football at the Dallas 4. So football's at the 4-yard line. Mario, did you beat Santino at Madden? We actually talked shop instead of playing Madden. Probably the wiser thing to do. So no, we never played Madden, to answer your question there. Shaky Beans says, how about them? At the 4-yard line, it's 2nd down and goal. Waiting for the snap here, Drew Lock takes it, hands it off to Holani, and the tackle is made. The whistle comes in, and I think this will be a tackle for a loss. Well done by the Dallas Cowboys here. Morris D'Leafau makes the tackle, and it's a tackle for a loss, coming in off the left side and makes the tackle at about position number 3. Yeah, he's down. That's definitely a loss of a yard. Well done. Could be a team tackle there. Okay, 3rd and goal. Can the Cowboys get a stop here and force a 4th down field goal? Shotgun formation. Drew Lock with a man to the right. In between the hashes we sit. The Dallas Cowboys defense, cool, calm, and collected. 4-man rush comes in. Drew Lock fires. It's caught. Caught for a touchdown on the center side of the goal area. Don't even know what words I strung together, but it's in, and it is a touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. There's a penalty anyways on the play. They're calling it a holding against the Dallas Cowboys. The penalty is declined. So the flag does not matter. On 3rd and goal, Drew Lock finds the end zone. Drew Lock finds the end zone. And it is Montori Foster Jr. who scores the touchdown at the back of the end zone. Montori Foster Jr. makes the catch. All right, I have him listed as number 87. The extra point attempt is up and in. If he doesn't make this roster, he'll always remember that and have that on his highlight reel. There you go. Super Chat just popped in. Looks like the Dusty Attic. Hey, Dusty Attic, 26-27 season is going to be fire even better with Football Nation. Let's effing go. Hey, Dusty, just real quick. I got flagged, and I just need to know that it's you. I got a flag in my inbox. I don't know if you've had your Facebook profile hacked or whatnot. I saw that you had, if you can just confirm this, I saw that you had sent me a care package, but it never actually came in and that it got returned to sender. I don't know if you can confirm this or whatnot, but if there's another way you could reach out to me outside of Facebook, that would be super awesome. I did see, if that's actually you out there, I did see the message. And just thank you in general for the kind thoughts and wishes of trying to send something over. If it's definitely you out there, just ping me, send me an email real quick, and I'll try to reach out to you through there. William, I love you too, dude. Thank you. Gotta watch for scams, says DJ Gene. Yep, that's one of them right there. Hello, Ashley Deverick. Mr. Green 3 saying Ham and Bear's new mascot is Ham Beer Bear. Hola Bear, says Ashley Deverick. What is a care package, says Chop Top. A care package, you know, just something, just something, anything. It could be anything. Return to sender sounds like an Elvis song. Yes, it does. Okay, awesome. I really did think it was you, but the flag that came up on the Facebook side, I just needed to be sure for sure. If you could email me on the website, I will reach out to you right away. Thank you, by the way. Let's see. Wow, same says Jimmy, hello. Space Explorer, what's up? Shaky Bean says boost Seattle. Raul Jimenez says Seahawks are scary. I got a new plug, says Dave. Let's see. Yowman Adventure says bam, loving the Drew run. Mario with the gear on today. That's it, Vontae Leroy. That's it today, man. That's it today. From a care package for me might include beer and barbecue rubs. Heard that, DJ Gene. Heard that. William says you are cooler than Tom Brady. Definitely not, my friend. All right, guys. Dallas Cowboys did concede the first touchdown of the day. Good news is that we're about to get the football for the first time this preseason. Hoping that we can string together a solid drive. I don't know that we'll see Dak Prescott here today, but we will see Joe Milton and or Sam Howell. Dak is on the sideline. He is suited up, but I don't think he's going to be putting on a helmet here today. Seahawks to kick this thing off. Let's cut back over. All righty, folks. Here is the kick. This one goes up, and it is returned. 10, 20. Oh, gosh. Stopped at about the 23-yard line. I don't think he made it out to the 25. The officials are marking it at the 25. How? I don't know. There's no way that football's at the 25. That's crazy to me. Okay, here we go. Hit the like button, says CJ Banning. You heard the man. Was Caleb Downs playing? He was not. Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. All righty, folks, here we go. Dallas Cowboys going to roll out here with Sam Howell as the starting quarterback today. Motion on the field for the Cowboys, a turnaround and a handoff to Jaden Blue. Jaden Blue will pick up 2 yards on the play. It's 2nd down and 8. Football at the Dallas Cowboys 27-yard line. Does anyone know if Caleb Downs is playing? Caleb Downs was not in on that opening drive. I did not see him out there. And if I'm being honest, I'm not surprised. I mean, he is a first-round pick for the franchise, and you're hoping he's going to stick around for a while. No need to get him hurt during preseason. Good run to the left-hand side this time. Jaden Blue will pick up 4 yards. It's now 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4 now coming up. 3rd down. All righty, y'all. Well, I don't know what to expect, man. Break. Cowboys break the huddle here. It's 3rd down and 4, and just like that, the Cowboys are already facing a 3rd down situation. Motion here from Sam Howell. Big false start, a ridiculously embarrassing false start from Nate Thomas. Oh, my gosh. Well, that'll stop the clock. That's going to be, my boy straight up went and was the only guy who moved on the entire line. He didn't take one flinch. He stepped back like that play was happening. Yeah, pero yeah. At least he showed off the footwork. His form was great. Too bad there was nobody rushing. 3rd down and 9. False start against the Cowboys. 3rd down and 9 at the 26-yard line. Sam Howell takes the snap. The 4-man rush coming in. Howell going to deliver a pass that's broken up underneath right there. Well done by Knight on the play to get a hand in. Pass is broken up. It's 4th down and 9, and the Dallas Cowboys will start this preseason with a 3-and-out. Luckily for me, I tempered my expectations this year. Ha-ha. Ha-ha. I'm still rooting for my Dallas Cowboys, but I'll be honest, man. I don't have high expectations. While I do have high hopes, I do not have high expectations. 4th down and 9. The snap comes in. Here is the boot. This thing goes high and away. Brian Anger with a cannon for a leg sends this to the other side to the 20. Brought to the 25. Chased to the 30. Brought down at the 37. My goodness. Brought down at the 37. They're calling it the 36. It'll be a 1st and 10 here in just a moment. So 1st and 10 with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. We're going to cut back to another commercial break. Scroll this back up. How's everybody doing today, man? Welcome to today's live stream. My name is Mario. I am your host. If you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, be sure to smash that like button. We are on a mission for today, guys. I think we can get there. Honestly, I think we can get there before halftime. We want this to say 14800, which means we need 34 new subscribers. 34 new subscribers. Right now, we've got about 800 people watching. Have you smashed that like button yet? Have you smashed that like button yet? Got about 800 people watching. Not half bad. And sitting at 281 likes right now. So normally, none of that stuff matters, but we're so close to the start of the season here that would love to see us cross that threshold. Who's got a Snickers? I could use one, says Robbie G. Me too, man. 148 is right around the corner, says Tracy Simmons. The game's out here today. Wow, says Courtney. Gang. Blessed, says William. 148 says no dice. Dak dance pregame hip and throwing thing, please. The whole the hip cock where he does this. I got to practice that. That'd be a really fun sketch to do. Wait until that 150, bro, says Unky James. We'll get there. We'll get there soon, guys. We'll get there soon. All right. Check out the newly redesigned website, says DJ Gene. In fact, we do have a newly redesigned website. Hard Knocks did a really good job selling Seattle as a back-to-back winner, says D77 Mac. I don't think they're going to be a back-to-back winner, man. Just did, thanks, says Jack Dandridge. Bear Schweiger says, hey, Tracy Simmons. Let's see, go Cowboys, $1 billion. This is just preseason. The purpose of the game is not to win, but to see. Look at your new players. I'm not taking this game serious. Most people are not. Rich, everybody here who's watching this live stream, they're only watching because, well, they're either fans of Football Nation or they maybe just randomly got fed this live stream through the algorithm, or maybe they are genuinely curious to see what these two teams are going to look like. But most people typically pop in and out during these preseason games. When the regular season starts, that's when we really start cooking with gas. All right. So they're talking about Malachi Lawrence, the 23rd overall pick in this year's draft. That's the pick that we got for the Micah Parsons deal. He's lined up right now at right defensive end. He's going to come in. Drew Lock going to deliver to that side. The tackle will be made behind the line of scrimmage, but it's not going to be. It's going to be Justin Barron who makes the tackle here. Well done. It's a loss of a yard. It's 2nd down and 11, and the Dallas Cowboys get a stop on 1st down. Mario, we crave your wit, says Robert. Uh-oh. My wit? Here for Mario, LOL. They're curious. Is he the best? I don't know if anybody's. We're just here to have some fun. 2nd down and 11. Single back formation this time. Under center, Drew Lock fakes the handoff, delivers a pass to Jake Bobo, and it's broken up. Almost picked off right there by Carson. Dallas Cowboys. Is that Kaleem Carson? Is he still on the squad right now? I don't know, man. It is Kalen Carson. And he does always worry me, man. I saw him get torched a lot last season. I'm glad he's a secondary and not a first-string starter here. Drew Lock in the shotgun, waiting for the snap right now. He does have a running back to his left. Here is the snap. It is currently 3rd down and 11. This pass is incomplete. It's 4th down and 11, and it stops the clock with 5:04. Drew Lock has now targeted Jake Bobo a total of, 3 times? That is the 3rd pass in Bobo's direction. That pass is now incomplete, and it's 4th down and 11. Little Robbie says, Nation. What up, Little Robbie? Robert says, Maximus, hello. I raised off of Madden, and Davis and Nem just win, baby. Seattle always nicks good players to the curb, sell for, and get good newbies. Yep, cooking with gas. Here is a fair catch signaled right now. And this is going to be Cowboys football at the Dallas Cowboys. Where did they mark this one? It was signaled a fair catch here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll update this in just a minute. It's Cowboys ball. It's shy of the 30, if I recalled that correctly. Seattle just gave out a couple of max contracts, says Vontae Leroy. Sky Hill says the poll question asked, there should be a third option, says, who cares? It's preseason, says Sky Hill. Let's see. Do I believe that it's AI? What's AI? Hey, Football Nation, says Bear Schweiger. Hello, Bear Schweiger. Leroy Davis says, let's go Seahawks. My girl Crystal Padilla checks in, says, let's go Cowboys. Preseason or not, it's Cowboys Nation up in here. What up, Crystal? How are ya? All right, man. I'll be honest, at this point, I'm feeling pretty comfortable and pretty confident with the play calling. There are a few things that could be tightened up, but it's kind of like riding a bike. Anyways, while I have all of you beautiful Cowboys fans watching this live stream, I got to ask, have you signed up for the pick'ems yet, ladies and gentlemen? Have you signed up for this year's pick'ems for week 1? Because in week 1, we are giving away $100 if you can get all of the teams right. But not only are we giving away $100, ladies and gentlemen, we are also giving away a Troy Aikman signed football for week 1. Yes, a legitimate Troy Aikman signed football. It is coded and graded and has the sticker on top. It is JSA certified. This is legit. We are giving it away. Giving it away. It's yours if you can get all 16 matchups correct, and if there's nobody else who gets them all correct. If everyone else gets them all correct or someone else gets them all correct with you, there is a tiebreaker listed there as well. Just read the rules in the descriptions. But Troy Aikman signed football here, guys. That is up for grabs in week 1. There is a link. I'll drop this in the chat right now one more time. And there's no strings attached, guys. It is absolutely free to play. You don't have to even be subscribed to this channel. We're just looking to give some stuff away. Oh, and I'll even throw in a couple of extra koozies. Some Football Nation koozies that say, I'm just here for the effing vibes. There you go. We'll put all of this together in a care package, and we'll send it to you. Cool? All right. John Dietz says nobody can get all the games right. Speak for yourself, John. We've had multiple winners on this channel. This is our 3rd year doing this now. And we have had multiple winners throughout the seasons here. Folks, we got ourselves a 1st and 10 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. It's a shotgun formation once again. Sam Howell is back on the field here. 1st and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys. It's going to be a screenplay on the left now, and this screenplay is going to break down big. It's going to be a good run here for Jadon Blue, and this is going to bring up a 1st down. Dallas Cowboys moves the football from the 16 to the 29. That's a 13-yard gain. 1st down. Break. Jadon Blue stays on the field right now. Jadon Blue stays out there. It's a single back formation. Steps back, and we've got motion. It does turn into an offset eye. That's an extra pass blocker here. This time it's going to be aired out to that 3rd shelf. Looks like that pass is incomplete. Sam Howell tried to air it out on 1st and 10. Got to get back to the game script. Pass is incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Football still at the Cowboys 29. Man, we're still in the 1st quarter, huh? Watcho, says Sherry. 12th men are so lit, says Daniel Wilson. Care package got some swag, says William Hodge. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go, says Texas Guns. All right, here we go to the left-hand side. Yeah, Aura the Oracle was something else, Dusty. You remember how Aura won? Like back-to-back weeks she won. 3rd down and 7. Jadon Blue gets a 3-yard carry to the left side. He's tackled there by Tyrese Knight. Well done by the Seahawks defense to not give up any extra yardage. John Dietz says, I'm entering my 3rd season. It's going to be a long night, huh? Says Tracy. Yeah, it feels that way. Shotgun. Howell. Motion on the field this time. Tight end bouncing back and forth. I believe that's Schoonmaker. So we've got motion here. Here's the drop back. Looking left up the middle. The pass is deflected. Incomplete pass. But there's a flag that comes in on the play. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Ooh, flag on the play. It's going to be a pass interference against Seattle. The Dallas Cowboys have been awarded 16 yards. That's good for a Dallas Cowboys. 1st down. 1st down for the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, he was there early. He doesn't believe that he was. Looked like he was definitely there early. 1st and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys now, as the ball is brought out to the Dallas 48-yard line, just shy of midfield. Snap comes in. Handoff this time to Jadon Blue. Jadon Blue will run for 1 yard. It's 2nd down and 9. The clock stays hot. Drago Balboa says, it looks a tad bit deflated. Did it used to belong to Brady? JK. No, I picked it up this way, and for its value, I decided not to mess with it. I could definitely inflate it. I do have a pump to inflate this ball with. I just didn't want to have anyone be like, oh, you overinflated my football, or something like that. But, you know, I don't mind adding a little bit of PSI in there. It's definitely missing some pressure, no doubt about that. Here's the snap. Here's a handoff to the left-hand side on 2nd down and 9. Just another 1 yard gain. Jadon Blue has not been impressive in this game. 5 carries for 11 yards. It's another tackle here by Tyrese Knight, the linebacker. And Jadon Blue, 5 carries for 11 yards. He's averaging 2.2 yards per carry. Not exactly the most stunning preseason performance. 3rd down and 8. Shotgun formation, Sam Howell has a running back to his right. The snap comes in. Here is Sam Howell, who delivers on a slant, breaks a tackle, catch is made. Jonathan Mingo, 1st down. 11-yard pickup, breaking tackles, 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. 1st and 10 as Jonathan Mingo makes the grab for 11 yards and moves the football from 3rd and 8 at the 50-yard line to a 1st and 10 at the 39. 1st and 10 at the 39. Someone said, at least give me a 1st down in the right direction. I'm pointing in the direction of the 1st downs of the team that picks up the 1st down. Looks left, looks right, gonna cut to the left. Sam Howell is on the run. Sam Howell is gonna get wrapped up, and as he's dropped after picking up 5. Yeah, now if I said 1st down this way, some people might think that I'm saying 1st down Seattle Seahawks. However, I do know what you're saying because the drive chart is pushing this way, but the Dallas Cowboys, who have possession, are there. That's the whole logic behind it. 2nd down and 5 coming up, guys. 2nd down and 5. Football at the Seattle 34. Sam Howell with the play clock in single digits. The clock is ticking. Interesting here. Extra protection. Looks like nice move to the left on 2nd and 5. I believe that's a 2-yard gain. There's a dog pile in there and a player without a helmet on. Nope, definitely has a helmet on. That hair looks crazy, though. 3rd down and 4. Phil Maffa gets his 1st carry. 7th-round draft pick in last year's draft for the Dallas Cowboys. Phil Maffa stays on the field. Now we've got motion here. 15 seconds left in this quarter. The play clock has been turned off. We may or may not see a play. Yeah, they're going to dummy this. They were trying to get them to bite and get a fresh set of downs here, but now they're going to think about it. So, Dallas Cowboys, no play. End of quarter number 1. 3rd down and 4 when we get back. Quarter number 2 is coming up in just a second. Cowboys fans, do you think that they made enough improvements on defense to make a deep playoff run? I don't know, man. If I'm being honest. Dog pile and no helmet in preseason. No, I missed. My eyes got crossed. Cowboys will score on this drive, says William Hodge. Yes, but will they score a touchdown or a field goal? They're at the 33-yard line. Soft Boy Neon asks, which quarterbacks are expected to play today? Well, the quarterback rooms are thin for both sides. Only 2 backups for both teams. Jalen Milroe and Drew Lock are the 2 quarterbacks that will probably play today for the Seattle Seahawks. Drew Lock getting the start. We'll mostly see Milroe by the end of this. And for the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott not available for today's game. We are currently watching Sam Howell do his thing, and after that we're going to see Joe Milton at some point. So Jalen Milroe and Joe Milton. Let's see how that goes for this. That was a long quarter, says Vontae Leroy. Yeah, that took an hour, bro. That first quarter, actually, it took 40 minutes. Not so bad. Not so bad. But the score is 7-0 here. Keep Milton out. Yeah, keep Milton off my squad, if I'm being honest. Crazy that I'm not even a member of the Cowboys fan base, and I still have more faith than a lot of their own fans. I think they're a top 5 most likely Super Bowl winner this year. John, are you pulling my chain, bro? What are you saying? You really think the Dallas Cowboys are a top 5 team this year? I'm just so sick and tired of being the Dallas Cowboys fan who's all, this is our year, bro. This is our year, bro. No. Let's see if it actually is. We're going to sit back and watch and temper ourselves quite a bit here. Top 5 is delusional or rage bait, says Tyler. I'm just tired of saying that time and time again. I'm just tired of being that guy. Okay, 3rd down and 4 as we start quarter number 2. I mean, that's fair enough. I could be wrong, but I'm not pulling your leg. I actually do think that, says John. Okay, John. At least you're standing on your business. You're standing on what you said, and I respect that. All right. 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4. Cowboys, Seahawks. Here we go. In the shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap right now. Motion on the field to the left-hand side. Phil Maffa is the running back in on this play, ladies and gentlemen. Maffa has bounced to the left side here. 2 receivers on the right. They're showing blitz, and they're going to rush 4. It's going to be thrown out to the right-hand side, and it will be caught by Jonathan Mingo again. Quick slant route for Jonathan Mingo. It's caught for a Dallas Cowboys 1st down. Right, so now you got me confused. Am I going this way because it's the Cowboys, or am I going this way because that's where the drive chart's going? I actually kind of feel like this way does make more sense. So let's do it. 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. All right. Well, here we go. There's the snap, turns around, hands that off to the right side, tries to keep the legs moving. It's a 1-yard pickup on 1st and 10 from the Seattle 24. It's a 1-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 9 at the Seattle 23. Hey, DJ Gene, Mario is stats, says William Hodge. Mario is stats. Am I? Nice, says Greg Meadows. How can you throw the 1st down signal backwards, says Anthony Thomas. Do you know how this works? This is on the left side of the screen, but this is my right hand moving, bro. It gets confusing, dude. And, of course, you go 1st down this way. And a throw to the right-hand side. 2nd down and 9 becomes 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and 3. Rodolfo says hello. How about them Cowboys, says Courtney. What's up, Mario? Checking in, go Cowboys. Mario, major credit to you for not being blindly biased. You also look at the other teams objectively. Yeah, man, I love football. I love my Dallas Cowboys, but, you know, without the game of football, the Cowboys would not exist. So, you know, give credit where it's due. 1st down, Dallas Cowboys again. So, to make you guys happy, 1st down. Does feel right. Feels right. Feels right. Okay. Follow the drive chart, says William Hodge. Hey there, DJ Gene, CK, Court, RS, and all my fellow Football Nation fans in this here chat room, says Drago Balboa. Miss Felony Strutter, as a life Cowboys fan, are you a joke? Do you ever listen to a Cowboys press conference or following any news? You base everything off 30 and out. And a bandwagonist. Oh, my goodness. Who hurt you? 1st and 10. The play is made to the right-hand side. It's now 2nd down and 9. It's now 2nd down and 9. Jeez. Oh, my gosh. Miss Felony Strutter. This is a safe place. You're welcome to hang out. We've got a shotgun formation. Trips on the left and one on the right. Waiting for the snap. Sam Howell takes it. Looks to the left. Doesn't like it. Will dish this to the right side. Jadon Blue going to try to use a block on that right side, but only picks up 2 yards. This brings up a 3rd down and 7. Clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. I'm watching from Big Island, Hawaii. Hurricane Lala howling, blowing 60 to 70 mile an hour rain right now. Wow. Chuck, stay safe out there. Throw to the tight end, says Robbie G. 3rd down and 7. Definite field goal range if they need Brandon Aubrey. We've got ourselves an empty backfield here. Sam Howell looking like he's going to go for it. He'll throw, puts it behind the tight end right there. He did throw to the tight end. He definitely missed his target. Incomplete pass will stop the clock. It's 4th down and 7 with 11:17 left to go. You go for it, right? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's 4th down and 7. And a field goal is on the way. All right, Brandon Aubrey. Lines us up. Steps off to the side. From the right hash this time. Puts the hands on the collar here. Snap comes in. The kick is up. Brandon Aubrey, a machine. That's good for 3 points. Field goal is there. Dallas Cowboys. So the Cowboys are on the board. Cowboys are on the board. Oh, man. Well, then, chat, welcome. Chat, welcome one and all. Field goal good for Mr. Automatic. Ziricot1 Kenobi Graham says, hit the like button, smash it, hit that like button. Steve, I see you in the chat there too. Joe Romo says, if you can't fix it, duck it. Duck it. I get what you're saying. Does it rhyme with duck it? Is it the duck it bucket? Dan Campbell would have gone for it. What would Campbell do? That's what we should all live by. What would Campbell do? Go for it, says Isaiah. James DeGon says, great Dominator. Welcome back. Dropping the Wembenyama photos. You like that? I love my alien, says Dominator. Hola, brother. Hurricane party for Hawks game, says William Hodge. Love it. Appreciate y'all all being here today. We got Dusty Attic with us, Anthony Thomas with us today. Owl on the prowl saying throw a pick. Of course, Robert Zamora, CJ Banning, Courtney. Appreciate all of you, ladies and gentlemen. All of you guys are awesome. AZ Saturner saying Cowboys suck song on YouTube is funny. The Bears still suck song on YouTube is also very good. My roommate wrote it, says AZ Saturner. All right. Well, for those of y'all who missed our pregame, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick look at the Seattle Seahawks, who are about to get the football back in just a moment. Next week, Seattle will take on the Tennessee Titans, folks. That'll be a 7 p.m. Sunday night game. We will be covering that game in Week 2 of the preseason. And then we've got the Seahawks at Chiefs in Week 3 of preseason. Week 1 will start September 9th, and the first game of the year is on a Wednesday. Patriots at Seattle Seahawks. Then there's Thursday night football, Sunday all day, and Monday. We are doing 6 games in Week 1, 5 games in Week 2. We will not be covering the Seahawks-Cardinals game in Week 2. In Week 3, Seahawks-Commanders, we're probably not going to cover that game either. But between now and at least Week 1, we will be covering this game, and the Patriots and Seahawks game as well. So 3 games for you Seahawks fans who are out here. Romo's available, says AZ Saturner. Oh, no. I wonder what Romo was drinking. Oh, no. Goldschlager. Just kidding. Probably beer. Good old American beer. Kicks this one. Actually, I bet he was drinking Green 19. He was in Wisconsin when all that happened, right? Oh, down he goes. There's going to be a tackle. Oof. Okay, so the kickoff return is only coming out to the Seattle 25, guys. The Seattle Seahawks have the football. 11 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock. Seahawks with possession. Am I the only Niners fan who likes the Cowboys? Maybe. Maybe. We're all just having a good time, says Mr. Balboa. That's it, man. And we were live for a game earlier. Santino got to call the Vikings and Giants game. Fun game. 1st and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks here. Motion on the field from the top towards the bottom now. Waiting for the snap here. It's going to be a turnaround and a handoff to George Holani. George Holani on 1st and 10 picks up 5. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 5 and gets the clock ticking here. Is this game your Super Bowl? No, definitely not my Super Bowl. I like to wear a suit for the Super Bowl. Definitely a preseason game. I will be back to my normal dress code, except for Dallas Cowboys games, guys. And then when we get into the postseason for baseball or basketball or football, we're going to snazz it up. Regular season games, we'll just wear our tie and our shirt, but then we'll put on the sports jackets for the other ones. Okay, 2nd down and 5. Here's the snap, a muffed snap, trying to get back over the ball. Jalen Milroe almost loses it. So it looks like Jalen Milroe is now in for Drew Lock, and Jalen Milroe will likely be the quarterback for the remainder of this game. A muffed snap is going to be a loss of a yard. It's 3rd down and 6. Luckily for him, he was able to recover. It's a bad handoff there. But it's a 3rd down. So a 3rd down and 6 at the Seattle 27. The Seattle Seahawks are in a shotgun. They are on the left hash right now. Seattle takes the snap. Jalen Milroe dissects up the middle, throws a dart. It's caught at the 35-yard line, down at the 36, getting suplexed on the play. Jake Bobo makes the grab. First down, Seattle Seahawks. So the Seahawks pick up a first down. I see Donald out there. Let's see. Muffed LOL giggity. I miss you too, Ashley, says Joe Romo. Rage is in the chat. I always come in at the perfect time, says Rage. What up, Rage? How you doing? Motion on the field again. This time it's Elijah Arroyo going from the right side to the left. Play action as Milroe wheels out to the right. Milroe tries to get shifty with those feet. He will pick up a few yards. It's going to bring up a second down here. There's a flag on the play. Hold the phone. Let's find out what this flag is. 8:57 here left to go. Kalen Carson, trash. Holding. Defense on the Dallas Cowboys. Kalen Carson. Holding. Defense, number 21. It'll be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Seattle Seahawks. Great job, you dummy. Come on. Come on. Here we go. First down. Seattle Seahawks on the 43-yard line. Seahawks on the 43. And it looks like before the snap, a flag is going to come in right now. You can see him saying false start on the offense this time. This will be a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 coming up for the Seattle Seahawks, and they just keep moving the football back and forth. The irony is that the last penalty was just a 5-yard penalty, so they're literally moving the ball forward and backward 5 yards. Talk about a waste of time by these officials. 1st and 15. Shotgun formation. Motion on the field. Arroyo again on the move. Well timed. And a good throw to the left, looking to get a screen play there. Jake Bobo continues to be targeted. He's got 5 targets, but this time he only picks up a yard. It's a 2nd down and 14. We start the clock again. Much love, many blessings. Says hello, Mario. Welcome. Welcome in. Appreciate you guys. All right, y'all. Those of you who have just checked in right now for the first time today, do me a favor. Let's try to get this watch time up today to at least a 5-minute mark. We're pretty close. I think the average watch time for today's live stream is around the 4-minute mark for today. Let's see if we can push that up to 5. This was a modest gain on the left side, guys. A handoff to George Holani will pick up 3 yards. 3rd down and 11 with 7:25 here left to go. We are midway through the 2nd quarter. The Dallas Cowboys have managed to hold the reigning Super Bowl champions to just 1 touchdown here in the first half so far. Jalen Milroe is in right now at quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks squad. The snap comes in on a 3rd down and long. Milroe using the legs will run to the right side. Milroe shifty, keeps the feet in bounds, picks it up. It's a first down. First down for the Seattle Seahawks. Bam. Bam. Bam, bam. First down, Seattle. I'm here for the duration, says Baldini. Appreciate you, Baldini. Romo, Tigers, Jerry, and OJ. Bobo rocks, says William Hodge. Dave says, wow. Uh-oh, let's turn this flag off. It's 1st and 10 coming up right now at the Dallas Cowboys 46. Looks like the Seattle Seahawks have crossed midfield to the 46-yard line. Here's Jalen Milroe, who will turn around, hand this off to Velus Jones Jr. Velus Jones will go out there, and he will pick up 4 yards on the play before being brought down by Justin Barron. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6, and that moves the football from the Dallas Cowboys 46 to the Dallas Cowboys 42. Watch time going up. Beer run, says Lee Case. I'm here, Lee Case. Let me know what you choose. It's a 2nd down and 6. 5 minutes and 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Empty backfield here for Jalen Milroe from the 42-yard line. The snap comes in on 2nd and 6. Milroe fires. It's caught. Just enough. 2nd and 6. A 6-yard pickup from Nick Callerup. Nick Callerup makes a catch. I don't even know who you are, bro, but you just picked up a 1st down for the Seattle Seahawks. 1st down, Seattle. In it for the long haul, says Console. Console, appreciate ya. Bear Schweiger says hello to Ashley. Lisa Wild says, come on, boys, hold him. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Dallas Cowboys whistle coming in. We stop the clock with 5:05. Timeout on the field due to medical stoppage, so an official's timeout. Let's see how long this takes. Wow, Owl, you was watching NFL football in the 70s, says Dave Olaf. Yeah, very different football in the 70s and football now. I tell you what. All right, y'all. Anybody excited for Major League Baseball playoffs right around the corner? Looks like Ali Chamala says Seahawks, Cowboys, Cowboy. You got to support both teams. But honestly, I'm going to watch the Philadelphia Eagles game, and then I'm going to watch the Cowboys at the same time. 3rd string Hawks will get points on this drive. The boys are holding them. All right. Joe Romo says 420. Tracy says nope. OJ raced anything good he did when he did what he did. Allegedly. When he allegedly did what he did. Allegedly. We watch a lot of Dateline. You got to have the right verbiage. Newbie, he looks good. We're going to find out who the newbies are here today. Okay, y'all. We are still on our goal. We are still on our mission. Appreciate y'all being here today. Okay. The schedule for next week for preseason is right here. Preseason next week, 4 games, guys. Thursday at 7, Friday at 8, Saturday at 9, and Sunday at 7. So 7, 8, 9, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Seahawks, Titans again on Sunday. It is just preseason. I'm not going to blow out my voice doing those games. We just want to stimulate the algorithm a little bit, right? Decant the channel just a little bit. Let it breathe while we get back into the swing of things. There are a ton of preseason games happening outside of this, including Chiefs and Buccaneers, including the Eagles and the Patriots. Lots of really good games, but of course, I'm a Cowboys fan, so we are covering the Cowboys and the Cardinals, although something about that Eagles-Patriots game is looking at me like, you, do me, do this one instead. We'll see. The glove fits, says Maximus Best. Kenzie says Seattle's totally going to win. I will be covering the Raiders on Thursday. I'll be covering the Raiders on Thursday, the Packers on Friday, the Cowboys on Saturday, and the Seahawks on Sunday. I'm also going to change the scrolling text at the bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the projections for all of the AFC teams in that conference. 1st and 10, this time from the 36-yard line. It's going to go to the right-hand side. George Holani going to pick up 8 yards. It brings up a 2nd down and 2. And the Cowboys defense, at least here in preseason, looks exactly like they looked last year, which is pitiful. So awesome. All right. Reading some of these comments right now. I'll leave you alone today, says Rage. Bears are going to slaughter Temp with the, let's see, no. Okay, shotgun. 2nd down and 2. Motion on the field. It's another handoff to Holani. Holani will go forward and pick up 3 yards on the play. That's his 10th carry on the day. That's going to be 3 yards on 2nd down and 2. That's enough for a first down. First down, Seattle Seahawks again. So the Seahawks pick up another first down. 2 players coming off the field here for the Dallas Cowboys. Seattle with possession. Let's see, is there something I can do here? I think there is. Let's move this over just a hair. Whoops. Left-hand side, George Holani goes to the left, cuts back, stays on his feet, gets pinballed forward, picks up 5 yards to 2nd down and 5, and it moves the football to the Dallas Cowboys 20. So the Dallas Cowboys are backed up to their own red zone here. We'll see how this works. That's not a bad shift. Yeah, I think that gives me a little more space. I felt cramped up in one side. Matter of fact, I think I can. Seems better. Cool. Minor changes. Handoff right here. This time, Velus Jones is going to fight his way forward. It was a 2nd down and 5. Velus Jones picks up 3. It brings up a 3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2 at the Dallas Cowboys 17-yard line, folks. Football at the Cowboys 17. This is field goal range here for the Seattle Seahawks. This is field goal range here for the Seattle Seahawks. Ashley Deverick says, let's effing go, Cowboys. I put my life savings on the next Steelers game, says Dave. Don't do that. Here's the snap. 3rd down and 2 to the left. Ooh, is it caught? Did he drop it? I don't know. The official saying he did not catch it. 3rd down and 2 becomes 4th down and 2, and it stops the clock. Here's a different angle here. 4th down and 2, they could definitely go for it here. Yeah, that football was off the ground, no doubt. Definitely incomplete, no doubt. All right, 4th down. Here we go. They are lined up to go for it. Seahawks with the football. No mistakes here from the Cowboys defense. Here's the snap dropping back, and Milroe goes to the left side. He throws this one. A flag comes in on the play. The catch was still made, but the flag could have bailed out the Cowboys right now. We'll see what it is. Holding on the offense. This will be a replay of 4th down. It becomes 4th down and 12. The Cowboys will gladly accept that penalty. And the Seahawks are going to be pushed back to the Dallas 27. A field goal from here would be a 45-yarder. 44 or 45 yards. Let's see where they place this one. All right. Time for a field goal. See if he can knock this one back. The Seattle Seahawks from the right hash. Going to try to kick this one up here. Jason Myers for his first field goal of the preseason. Jason Myers, the snap comes in. Myers' kick is up. Myers' kick is no good. And the score remains 7-3. The Dallas Cowboys will take over right now at the 35. So the Cowboys take over at the, is that the 35 or the 27? 1st and 10 at the Cowboys 27 is what it says here. I got them at the 27. Okay, 1st and 10. Dallas Cowboys, let's go. Didn't even show it. There we go. That was the 45-yard attempt. Didn't matter. Okay, cool. Yay, go Cowboys. Oh, no, he missed it, says Unky James. Stupid foot, says Hulk. What a kick, says Brandon Peabody. What up, Brandon Peabody? I hate the Cowgirls, but I like Mario, so I want them to win preseason games. Only preseason games. Appreciate you, Rach. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. 45-yard field goal attempt is no good, says Beatriz Cabrera. Texas Gun says, let's go, Cowboys, let's go. Let's go, Cowboys, let's go. Right? Something like that. Let's get up out of our chair. 8 p.m. We got time. We are chilling. The 2-minute warning is right around the corner here, guys. So 2-minute warning is we're probably going to get back-to-back commercials here. Let's take a quick look. Who will win? Nope, not that one. So this first commercial break, let's ask you guys one of my favorite questions. Where are you watching from? Where in this beautiful country of ours are you watching from? Are you across borders? Where are you guys at? Ashley's in Georgia. Appreciate you, Ashley, for being the first to chime in. Multiple Elvis references tonight. I'm in Georgia, says Vontae Leroy. Virginia, says Hulk. Washington State, Texas. I see you. Jacksonville, Texas, Bromigo. We got San Antonio in the chat. What up, man? I am live in San Antonio, Texas, in case you guys were wondering. Cassandra in Minnesota. RLJ Slick says Wisconsin. We got AZ Saturner in Phoenix. Lisa Wilds in the Lake of the Ozarks. We've got Arkansas in the chat. Colorado in the chat. Buttercream Dream says San Diego. DJ Jean says Atlantis. Rob in South Texas. Owl on the Prowl says Beyonce's house. Did you use the bidet? We've got Florida, brother. What up, man? How you doing, Dave? Phoenix, Arizona for Stim. Frank Favela says Cali. What's up, guys? Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. I'm not going to get a chance to read all of these comments as the commercial break is now over. Here we go. Dropping back, looking left, throwing left, incomplete. It's a 2nd down and 10. 1:59 here left to go, and this will take us to the 2-minute warning. We'll see if they'll do back-to-back commercial breaks. My guess is yes, because they want to get all of those there. But since we are cutting to the 2-minute warning, I now need to know my favorite question. Newbies, if you are new, drop 5 emojis. I told you this would happen. Okay. It didn't say St. Anthony. It did say St. Anthony. Not for you though. It did it did say that for Robert in Colorado, Georgia. Dave says noobs. Ann Story says Georgia. Mickey says Tennessee. Arkansas baby says Brent Loy. Country says it did, LOL. It did. Johnny, what up, Johnny? How you doing? Yo, shout out to Johnny for being brave enough to come out here and say hello. Welcome to today's live stream, Johnny. Here's a fist bump for you, my friend. Appreciate you. Looking for the newbies. Rage says, I never knew how low my education was until I read the names of where you guys are from. We got Mary Braun in the chat. Hello, Mary. Thank you for hanging out with us today and letting us know that you are new. Welcome, welcome. Looking forward to seeing y'all's names in this chat here in the future. Marlon Black, what's up, Mr. 1944? I see you, Marlon Black. Welcome, sir. Saludos, bienvenidos. I am in a monument. Rage, welcome back, Rage. I see you, my friend. Let's see, Idaho. Hello, Mary. Let's see, our soccer friends have left us, says Hulk. That's okay. That's all good, guys. We're going to get more newbies here soon. We will get more newbies here soon. I'm from Orlando. Thanks, Dave. Let's see. Welcome to all. Even though I'm not new, says Tommy Brasket. Here's my 5 emojis. Lisa Wild says hello. Hello, Lisa. I see you. She drops the Cowboys blue with the star and the football and the heart and the fist bump and all the things that we love on this channel. Lisa, you get it. Welcome, Lisa. Welcome, Lisa, in the chat. Football. There we go. Football G4i9K. Nice car, dude. Nice car. Looks like he's celebrating out here. Party time. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Hey. Springfield, Massachusetts has checked in. Manila, Philippines has checked in. Where is Manila, Phil? Manila is in the Philippines, Rage. Good to have you back, Rage. Good to have you back. Shout out to Tyler Carnes with the flex, brother. I appreciate you, sir. I got the Shaka out there, too. All right, folks. Well, the 2-minute warning is over. Let's go ahead and pop back into this game. It was a 2nd down and 10 The Dallas Cowboys will pick up a couple of yards here. It's 3rd down and 7 now. Remember, the Dallas Cowboys, right before the 2-minute warning, got to take over on a missed field goal attempt by the Seattle Seahawks. The Cowboys had pretty decent field position right here. It's a 3rd down and 7. Can they convert this one? Waiting for the snap right now. Sam Howell takes it. Sam Howell to the right. Sam Howell will run. He's on the move. He fights. He dives. He gets hit, but picks up the first. It's a 1st down. Dallas Cowboys. 1st down. So the Cowboys pick up a 1st. It's 1st and 10 at the Dallas Cowboys 48-yard line. They are approaching midfield after that play. Looks like a timeout will be called right now. So we'll stop the clock with 1:15 on it as the whistles come in for a timeout. Seattle will use their first of the two with 1:15 left to go. 1st and more, says Rage. 1st down, says Dr. Feelgood. All right. Yeah, Dr. Feelgood. Dr. Feelgood. Yes, I know me some Motley Crue. Yes, I was born in the 90s and still know Motley Crue. Boom, boom, says Robbie G. Northwest Ohio, says Douglas. Cassandra says, defense, doom, doom. Hawaii made history today. It's the first time in 155 years that a hurricane hit the largest island. It's the Super El Nino, right? Isn't that what they're calling it now? Which is basically going to be like every year moving forward. Thanks, global warming. Dire Wolf says Eastern Washington State, welcome. All right, guys. Kona be out from Philippines. I know where Kona Grill will be up at La Cantera where I go get my num-nums. The MF Viper King. Northeast Ohio Pats fan, what up? Unky James in the chat. How about some Stone Sour? I don't know. Stone Sour, they had the same singer, isn't that Slipknot's? Am I tripping on that? Isn't that Slipknot singer? I could be wrong about that. Kickstart My Heart, that's a fun one. Surfs Up Shoobies, says Sees the Carp. I've had a Kona beer. Kona makes pretty good beer. Kona Big Wave is actually my wife's favorite beer, but they actually make a very interesting pineapple porter, if I do say. And they've also got a beer called Longboard, which is pretty good. Gene, you and me are going to be all right, bro. They had a 7.7 earthquake today in Indonesia. Interesting. For those of you who are checking in for today's live stream just for this game, guys, we are in the middle of a commercial break. The Seattle Seahawks have used the timeout, and I charged the timeout to the wrong team here. Seahawks have used their first timeout, and, of course, they're going to do their very best to milk this thing. Mario always looking fresh with that Cowboys gear. Elliot de Jesus, ¿qué onda, papá? Bienvenidos and welcome back, Elliot. ¿Qué tal? An earthquake? Question mark? Yes. Yes, sir. And the not just kicked out Sid. Ooh, says Hank. Hank Johnston. See, I know my stuff, dude. Come to Wisconsin, have some spotted cow beer. RLJ Slick. I've actually done that. My wife is from Oshkosh. Her family's actually down here right now. Her brother just got married. And I actually proposed to my wife in Wisconsin at Lambeau Field. 1st and 10 coming up right now. Catch made on the right-hand side by Michael Trigg. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 5. Let's start the clock. 2nd down and 5. A minute here left to go. Shotgun formation. And, yes, my wife is a Packers fan. Flag comes in for a false start. Pretty obvious one right there. That'll back up the Dallas Cowboys. 2nd down and 10. False start against the Dallas Cowboys. 55 seconds here left to go. Let's see. It was yesterday and no tsunami. Rage, cheers, man. Appreciate you. Going to write them a book. I want you on Sports Center. Fireball. Did a good job on the NBA Finals. That's why I'm here. Says Seize the Carp. Thank you, Seize the Carp. Cheers, man. I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun for the NBA. 2nd down and 10. They're calling it 2nd down and 11. Interesting. Well, it's not Dak Prescott out here, and the penalty was on the backup offensive tackle, Drew Shelton. We've now got motion on the field from the bottom of the screen towards the top as Caden Brown makes his way to the wideout spot. On 2nd down and 11, Sam Howell takes the snap. He pump fakes. He delivers. The catch will be made by Michael Trigg, but it will not be enough to pick up the first down. It's going to be almost enough. It's 3rd down and 1. Oof. 49 seconds here left to go. Looks like the clock has stopped. There's the snap coming in. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, and it's Jadon Blue who fights right through the middle teeth of the defense. It's good for a Dallas Cowboys first down, and a timeout will be called by Schottenheimer. First down, Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys do pick up the first down. They call a timeout. They stop the clock with 45. The football is now at the Seattle 39-yard line, well within Brandon Aubrey field goal range. Let's see if they can actually score a touchdown, though. That's what the Cowboys want. Behind our current quarterback in Sam Howell, it's Joe Milton. We'll see if Joe Milton can keep speed right now. Looking like points to me, says Dave. Dr. Feelgood says first down. Yes, get rid of Acorn. Oh, get rid of Aaron, and we go to the Super Bowl, says Hulk. All right. Does anyone want to hear a joke while we're waiting for some action? Interesting. Waiting for some action. There's going to be a lot of that here in football, guys. You know, I think that's one of the things that I like the most about basketball is that there was always action. And at least this time I get to communicate with you guys. But locking back into the play call, it's 1st and 10 at the 39. Snap comes in for Sam Howell. 4-man rush coming in. Howell has a pocket clean. He delivers a deep shot to the end zone. It's caught. That's a touchdown. Dallas Cowboys. Touchdown, Dallas. I love it. They're pushing each other around. The touchdown was already called, and we are in. First 6. The Cowboys take the lead through Sam Howell, who just delivered a 39-yard touchdown bomb to Camden Brown. From the 39-yard line, Camden Brown just runs. He goes in and out, gets a little bit of separation, cooks the defense, makes the catch. It's a big catch right there. I mean, that's a catch, bro. That's a grab. That's a catch. Dallas Cowboys touchdown. 38 seconds here left to go. Good job by Camden Brown. The extra point attempt is good, and the Cowboys have a 3-point lead. 38 seconds left to go. Good time for a joke, Mario, says Dave Olaf. Good time for a joke? Depends on the jokes. You want dad jokes or you want bad jokes? Because I got both. Let's see. Good game, says William Hodge. We got a game for sure. How about them Cowboys? Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, says Richard. Yep, that's it. They don't even have to play the rest of the season. Just send them to the Super Bowl. Okay. Rage announcing his bodily movements. We all hate the Cowboys, but we can't hate the Cowboy cheerleaders, says Brando. Obligatory, how about them Cowboys? That was a joke, I think, says Rage. Both I'm probably going to laugh anyway, says Hobby Brown. What up, Hobby? B. Johnson, welcome in. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Looks like the Dallas Cowboys are going to kick this off now to the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Aubrey standing squarely here with his hands on his hips, just like I am. Stepping back here, Brandon Aubrey gets ready, steps off to the side. He lines this thing up. He boots this thing with ease. Puts that at about the 5-yard line, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25. Shy of the 30. Tackle will be made there by Patterson. So tackle made by Patterson. It'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Seattle Seahawks. 38 seconds here left to go. 30 seconds-ish left to go. Seattle with 2 timeouts. We'll see if Seattle can use those timeouts to stop the clock and score. Charles asking, where is Santino? He's at home where he lives, and I'm at home where I live because that's what people do. I'm just sitting here in my office upstairs. Santino came over earlier today to call that game. Dropping back right now, Jalen Milroe squeezes through the pocket, and now he is on the run. He picks up about 15 yards. Call it 20. 20-yard scamper for Jalen Milroe. That's good for a first down. 25 seconds left to go. First and 10 at the Seattle 48 after this one. Rage says, I love trivia. I will have trivia at halftime. Trivia time, pop a beer. Nah, I wouldn't mind hearing a joke, says LaShawn Korb. I wouldn't mind hearing a joke. I'm not very good at jokes, guys. Kind of just depends. I got to be feeling it. Do you feel me, Brian? Do you feel me? Shotgun formation. On the right hash, Milroe takes it. Milroe flags coming in, so nothing's going to happen here. Quick flags. Let's see what they say. They're going to call this a false start. They're going to add those 3 seconds back. It's first down and 15. This backs Seattle up to the 43-yard line. Ravens will never sniff a Super Bowl. Running quarterbacks can't take home the Lombardi, says Unky James. Running quarterbacks can't take home the Lombardi, says Unky James. Can anybody name a rushing quarterback, a good running quarterback that has taken home the Lombardi? Here's the drop back because sometimes, Jalen Hurts might have something to say for that. And I don't know if he's a rushing quarterback as much as he is a tush-push quarterback. First and 10. Looks like there's a tackle on this play. There's another flag on this play. And it's going to be another penalty. It'll be a first and 25 now. Steve Young. Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, maybe. But he's not inherently a rushing quarterback. 19 seconds here left to go. There's that flag. We're going to pick that up now. First and 25 at the Seattle 33. Fran Tarkenton. And Milroe is sacked again. Second down and 29. Oh, my goodness. Second down and 29. Yeah, that's going to take us to halftime. Oh, no, it's not. A timeout is called here with 4 seconds left to go. Okay. So the Seattle Seahawks going to use those last 2 timeouts and get every play possible. Hail Mary then, I suppose. I can say Cam Newton was the closest one, says Unky James. What are your thoughts on the 49ers as a Cowboys fan? Look, man. I have no issues with any teams in the NFL. Just because 35 years ago there was competition for a Super Bowl between the 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys doesn't mean that I need to hate an entire franchise or an entire fan base or an entire team. Dropping back, Milroe waits to the last second to throw this thing to the left. Looks like it will be caught on the left-hand side, but it's not going to do anything. There should be no time left. There were 4 seconds when this play started. What happened? They didn't start the clock. They literally never started the clock. How is it at 4 seconds still? The timeout, they're saying that the timeout was called with 12 seconds? Okay, if they say so. We got 4 seconds again. Third down and 32, looks like. Third down and 39, excuse me. The TV screen says third down. It's a second down and 39. This is ridiculous. It's now going to bring up, okay, doesn't matter. Halftime, we're done. What an absolute disaster that was. We'll put 13 minutes on the board. We're going to reset this, reset that. It is now officially halftime. Confirmed. That was a space for the Falcons 9 launch. Okay, Nacho Cheese. LOL, Leroy, you right. Nacho Cheese, says Pebble. Here we go. Time for our trivia quiz. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I'm ready. Folks, it's time for trivia. It's my favorite part of the day. I'm actually going to have a chocolate because why not? Chocolate. The sugar's going to help me right now. We're starting to crash. Let's go with question number 1 here, guys. Which Cowboys quarterback joined the team as an undrafted free agent in 2003? Was it Dak Prescott, Tony Romo, or Quincy Carter? Okay. Are you sure, guys? Are you sure? Yes, most of you guys are sure. It was Tony Romo, who just got himself into some stupid trouble. You should never drink and drive. Learn that from Tony Romo. If you learn nothing else from Tony Romo, don't do that. Let's go to question number 2. Okay, question number 2. This is for the Seahawks fans. Easy question here, guys. What nickname belonged to Seattle's championship-era secondary? Was it the Legion of Boom, the No-Fly Zone, or the Purple People Eaters? A, B, or C? This is a very easy one. I promise you they're going to get tougher. I promise you they're going to get tougher. Everybody checking in with the correct answer here, guys. The answer is the Legion of Boom. Boom! Here comes the boom! Ready or not. Something like that. Something like that. And Legion of Boom 2.0 is still here. I hope everybody is 2-0. Let's go to the next one. Question number 3. Which quarterback led the Dallas Cowboys to win 3 Super Bowls in the 1990s? 3 Super Bowls in the 1990s. I'll give you a hint. We're giving away his signed football this first week of the football season. Week 1, we are giving away this signed football. By which 3-time Super Bowl winner? It is Troy Aikman. If you guys want a chance to win this football, guys, there's a link for the pick'ems in the description down below. Legit, it's there. Okay, all right. Question number 4. Question number 4. Which Seahawks running back was famously nicknamed Beast Mode? Another easy question. So, Beast Mode. Is that Sean Alexander, Chris Warren, or Marshawn Lynch? Beast Mode. I woke up in Beast Mode! Or no? It's the only way to get rid of that football is to give it to me, says Owl on the Prowl. The answer is Marshawn Lynch, and there's the play that made him infamous right there. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just here so I don't get fined. C's says, I seen them in concert. Big Sean, last night took an L, but tonight I bounced back. Hey. Question number 5. Who is the Dallas Cowboys' all-time leading rusher? Is it Tony Dorsett, Emmitt Smith, or Ezekiel Elliott? A, B, or C? Easy questions today, guys. I tried to give you all a chance. I hope that we have multiple people get 10 out of 10 right, but we will see. We will see. The correct answer here. I can see why Barbara went with, did Barbara go with A? Why someone would say A. Tony Dorsett is one of only 2 players to have a 99 rushing yard touchdown, Derrick Henry being the other, but Emmitt Smith has the most franchise rushing yards. Okay, let's go to question number 6. Question number 6. Who caught Seattle's overtime touchdown win in the 2014 NFC Championship game? Random question. Do you know who it was? Was that Doug Baldwin, Jermaine Kearse, or Golden Tate, who scored the overtime win in the NFC Championship game? Talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me. Everybody says it's Bravo. The correct answer is Jermaine Kearse, who made the catch in that overtime win to send them to the Super Bowl. Big catch. Sorry, Packers. Bye-bye. Wait, B. No, wait, B, says John. Okay. All right. I got a few more questions. Here comes number 7. Who led the Dallas Cowboys with 137 targets during the 2025 regular season? Was that Jake Ferguson, CeeDee Lamb, or George Pickens? 137 targets, guys. Regardless of who the answer is, I don't expect any of these pass catchers to get 137 targets this year. The correct answer for this one is George Pickens, who, in the absence of CeeDee Lamb, was force-fed quite a bit. I mean, look at that leap right there. That catch, he goes up for it, and the hurdle at the end. George Pickens was unstoppable last year. We'll see what he can do this year. Okay, question number 8. Here we go. Who led Seattle in tackles, total tackles, during the 2025 regular season? Was it Drake Thomas, Ernest Jones IV, or Nick Emenwari? Who led Seattle in total tackles last year? Okay. Who led them in total tackles? It is halftime, guys. Welcome to our halftime trivia show. It is Ernest Jones, guys. Ernest Jones IV had the most tackles for that squad. And honestly, the Seattle Seahawks team defensively is built around basically most of the same pieces, almost all the same pieces. So we'll see if they can actually be just as good as they were last year. All right, y'all. Who performed at halftime for the Dallas Cowboys in 2023 for that Thanksgiving game? 2023 Thanksgiving game. Who was the halftime performer? Was it Dolly Parton, Carrie Underwood, or Reba McEntire? Ladies, I hope you guys get this one right. This one was here for you. We tried to sprinkle a little bit in there. The correct answer is Dolly. Of course it was Dolly Parton. Of course it was Dolly Parton. And widely regarded as one of the better halftime shows for the Dallas Cowboys because Dolly is such a doll. She's an American treasure, man. She was Taylor Swift before Taylor Swift was Taylor Swift. Let's go to question number 10. All right, guys. Which actor from The Office raised the Seahawks 12 flag before a game in 2023? Was it Rainn Wilson, Steve Carell, or John Krasinski? One of these 3 Office cast members is a Seattle Seahawks fan. Do you know who it is? Do you know who it is? The correct answer is Rainn Wilson. It's true. It's true. Just so you know. He is a Seattle Seahawks fan. He did get to raise the flag back in a game for 2023. He's been in all kinds of stuff too. But, yeah, mostly known for his time in The Office as Dwight. All right, guys, how'd y'all do? How did you guys do? 8 out of 10. That's pretty good. 7 of 3. Okay, I see you. Steve got 9 and 1. Well done. Robert, 8 out of 10. LaShawn, 8 out of 10. Dwight Schrute says GT Creels. Yup. B. Johnson, 8 out of 10. John J. Matthews, 9 out of 10. I ran into a guy taking a survey about flying saucers. I told him I never believed in them until I got married. Now I have to duck whenever you start flying. That's a joke. That's a joke. Missed the Dolly Parton question. Trivia is so fun. Well, if you guys want to play more trivia, ladies and gentlemen, you can make your way over to the Football Nation page. Let's see if we have any trivia players for today in the fan zone. We'll take a look at the scores for today. Looks like Mark My Words was the only one who has played this one today, but this week we have had a handful of players. Robert has played. Looks like Mark My Words has played all time. We got Elephant and Perfect Bob. Robert Going to have to make sure that the scoreboard updates in real time. But if you guys want to practice your trivia, I do have a link right here, guys, on my website. You guys can check out footballnationusa.com/trivia. And all you'd have to do is click on a team, and you get to do your trivia. It's 10-second countdown, so that way you guys don't just leave and come back. A quick 10-second countdown, and basically you get completions and attempts. Anytime you attempt a quiz, it'll log that as an attempt. Every time you complete the quiz, you'll have one completion. So let's see. Leroy, you killed it, bro, says Dave. Hey, Dave Olaf. Bear, been here since Rising Rhino. Say hey, Bear. Crazy. That guy's a Seattle's fan, says C's. He also played in the It movies, 2017 and 19. I think you're confusing him with Bill Hader. I know that he was in The Meg, the newest one, I think. Let's see. We did both. How are the boys looking? We're okay. We're up by 3 at halftime, so not a bad place to be if you're the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not in love with what I've seen from the defense at this point. Man, we were really close. We only needed 4 more subscribers to change the odometer before halftime. 3 more and we can get there before the second half starts. Just saying. Let's actually take a look at our analytics. I try to advise new YouTubers not to do this, but I've been doing this for a while. Let's see. We are at 850 watchers right now. 507 likes on today's live stream. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to smash that like button. Our watch time is slowly creeping up towards the 4.5-minute mark. Can we get it to a full 5? That's the goal for today's live stream. Let's see. C says, just saying his character on The Office definitely doesn't watch football. Yeah, Dwight definitely does not watch football. Only one more. The Meg, filmed in New Zealand. Shut up, Meg. Sorry, Family Guy thing. What do you call a fake noodle? Oh, no. I don't know. We're close, Tommy. We're close. Ravens-Eagles 24-0. Ooh. Isaiah, that's a rough place to be if you're the Eagles. That's a rough, and we did it. 148. Thank you, guys. Thank you to whoever just was the 148 person. An imposter. I knew that. Well done, Pebble. I actually did know that punchline. Who was number 148? Say hello if you're watching. Let me know who you were. 148. Welcome. LaShawn Korb says hello. Come on, one more, says Tommy. We got it. We got it, ladies and gentlemen. We got it. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Bride a Bike guy. Appreciate you. But it's not about me, man. We're growing together. You guys are watching this happen. Y'all are still in. Honestly, it's still early in our YouTube career. We're trying to catch some of the other names like Tom Grassi, like Brandon Perna, and the guys who are at 1 million or 500 or 600,000 subscribers. We want to catch them this year. Maybe not this year, but we want to catch up slowly but surely. Are you allowed to do highlights at halftime, or is that against? Yeah, that's against the rules. I've actually had an entire channel, entire stream delisted for doing that, Greg. All right. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. What do you call a sleeping dinosaur? I don't know. What do you call a pasta that's been smoking weed? I don't know. Let's go to quarter number 3. And let's get the kickoff here. Looks like the Dallas Cowboys are going to get the football to start quarter number 3. A baked ziti. That's good. That's good. I do actually really enjoy baked zitis. Here's a kickoff and a return. The Dallas Cowboys bring this out to the 27-yard line. We stop the clock as the second half gets started. A dino snore. Cap, says Josh Gray. Cap. Boss Baby. What up, Boss Baby? All right. Watching from Canada, originally from Texas, says Carolina. Carolina Boyson. What up, Carolina Boyson? Welcome in. I see Sam Pike is still here with us. No offense to Taylor Swift here, but she's no Dolly. She's no Dolly at all, says Sam Pike. No, Taylor Swift is in a breed of her. She's a very different embodiment. She's the Dolly Parton of the future. She's an android, actually, sent from the year 3000. Okay, I'm going to get myself in trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, as predicted, we now have a new quarterback on the field here. It is Joe Milton, and this is going to be probably bad. Turns around, hands this off to the left-hand side. A good, strong run, actually. Here I am talking trash as Anthony Smith picks up 9 yards on the end around. It's 2nd down and 1. Not bad. 2nd down and 1. There is UFC, says Tasia Del Rio. Tasia, is there a fight tonight? I heard that Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather are doing round 2. It's 2nd down and 1. 25-yard line. It's going to be a handoff here, and it looks like Phil Maffa is going to pick up 3 yards on 2nd down and 1. The result of the play is a Dallas Cowboys 1st down. So a 1st down here for the Dallas Cowboys. It's a 1st and 10 at the Dallas 28. 1st and 10 at the Dallas 28. 20-7, says Josh Gray. ML Wild Child says go Cowboys. Tracy Simmons says something like that. Crystal Padilla says, how about them Cowboys? 1st and 10. Cowboys looking strong in this second half right now to open it up. Nice little floater. A pass with some touch. Looks like that was enough for a 1st down, but the officials are going to say he stepped out of bounds just shy of the line to gain. It's 2nd down and 1. Good catch there by Michael Trigg. And Michael Trigg is definitely fighting for a position here. Looking to become the 3rd or 4th tight end on the roster. We have currently 6, scratch that 7 tight ends on this Dallas Cowboys roster at the moment. Michael Trigg, Zach Kuntz, DJ Rogers, Princeton Fant, then of course Luke Schoonmaker, Jake Ferguson, and Brevin Spanford. So the first 4 names that we mentioned here, we'll have to see if they're going to run jumbo set formations, who the Cowboys are going to run with. By the way, Princeton Fant is on IR, which technically means he's on the team if they're going to keep him on the IR spot. But I got a 2nd down and 1. Single back formation motion this time. It's going to be a whistle on 2nd down and 1. We stop the clock here, and it's going to be a false start flag coming in against the Dallas Cowboys. So false start backs him up. Okay, 2nd down and 5 is what it says on my screen. 2nd and 6. 13 minutes and 15 seconds. I'm going to add some time back on. So how do the Cowboys look so far? They're okay. They're okay. Shotgun formation. The running back in on this play is Phil Maffa. The snap is coming in. Looks to the right. Throws to the right. Through the hands of the intended receiver. Looks like this time it's Marcellus Johnson who was the man who was targeted. There's a flag on the play here. Actually, let me correct this. The pass went to Brown. The penalty here that just came in is Marcellus Johnson. There's a flag on the play. Marcellus Johnson, the offensive tackle. Looks like it's going to be illegal use of hands to the face against the Dallas Cowboys. So Cowboys with another penalty. 13 minutes here left to go. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 15. Let's see it. 2nd down and 15, football at the Cowboys' own 23-yard line. The snap comes in. Joe Milton looks right, looks center, delivers a rocket. It's caught. Camden Brown gets all the way out to the 45-yard line. Camden Brown for 21 yards. It was a 2nd down and 15. 21-yard gain equals 1st down. Dallas Cowboys. So 1st down for the Cowboys. Nice play there. I will say, Joe Milton looking sharper this year than he was last year. I actually think that's the best. This is so far the best I've seen Joe Milton in his NFL career, in his young NFL career. Here's another pass with some zip right through the hands of Anthony Smith. So that incomplete pass will stop the clock with 12:15. It was a good pass. 5th string wide receiver couldn't hang on to it. Good throw, though. 2nd down and 10, football at the Dallas 44. All right, Rev Green, what's up, man? Ned Davis says, I'm Mario. What up, Dev? How you doing? Hawkeye says, boo, Cowboys. DJ Jean says, get in on them free pick'ems. It's a 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. Joe Milton steps up under center, single back. 44-yard line, fires. It's caught by Michael Trigg again. Looks like the tight end is getting showcased right now. 3rd down and 3. It's a 7-yard gain for Michael Trigg. 4 receptions, 30 yards. Scroll down a little bit so you guys can see some of the wide receivers here today. Wide receivers today, we've seen quite a few of them. All the receiving stats are over here on this right-hand side. Michael Trigg, 2nd most receiving yards on the day. All right, if you're looking at fantasy points, though, touchdown was caught by Brown. He's got 14 fantasy points on the day. Waiting for the snap. It comes in, looking towards the left, up the middle. Milton delivers. It's caught. It's good. All the way out to the 25. Call it the 26-yard line. Anthony Smith with a grab on 3rd down and 3. It's good for a 1st down. 1st down. Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys move the sticks again. Cowboys move the sticks again. This is all about who makes the team today, says AZ Merce. It's going to be a little bit of it. All right. Okay. Here's the snap. A run to the right. Looks like Joe Milton is going to pick up about 4 yards. So this brings up a 2nd down and they're calling it 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. Were you alive when the Cowboys won a Super Bowl? I was. Yes, I was. I'm a 1991 baby, a product of the early 90s. Almost fell into the 80s. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5 for these Dallas Cowboys. The boys currently at the Seattle 21, just outside the red zone. Snap comes in. Joe Milton hands it off. It's a run for a 1st down. Good move by Malik Davis, and Davis picks up the 1st down. 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. Malik Davis picks up the 1st down. 1st down, Dallas. Okay, so now the Dallas Cowboys are inside of the red zone. I'm going to get up on my feet, and we are going to change the scrolling text at the bottom to the NFC predictions here. I would actually, these NFC predictions at the bottom are from NFL.com. I would have the Dallas Cowboys probably right where they're at. Here's a snap. Here's a handoff left side. Oh, good run to the left. Malik Davis picks up another 8 yards here. So he's got 2 carries for 16 yards, averaging 8 yards per pickup. He seriously only had 2 carries today, guys, and he has the 2nd most rushing yards on the day. Malik Davis running with some serious aggression here, finally getting his chance. It's 2nd down and 5, not 2nd down and 2. 2nd down and 5. Shotgun. Milton has a man to his left. The snap comes in. Milton keeps. He runs to the left. Milton tries to turn the corner. He does almost pick up the 1st down. It's going to be a 3rd down and inches here. They're calling it a 3rd and 1, but it was close. Actually, it says 1st down on my TV screen. My TV screen says 1st down. Let's see what the officials say if they're going to bring this back. Looked to me like Joe Milton. It looked to me like he got it, but they're saying 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1. Break. They line up. Milton pulls up his pant leg a little bit here. Milton picks up his pant leg a little bit. Timeout will be called by the Dallas Cowboys. The clock will stop. 8:23 here left to go. Timeout is called by Dallas. They're going to take another look at this, I think. I don't know if this is going to be a challenge or if this is... They have 2 timeouts remaining. Well, we'll see. We will see. They're going to cut away to a commercial break. They might. Was not a fan of Danny, says ML Wild. Cowboys offense running smooth today. It's rolled, Dave, says Tracy. Dusty Attic says, let's effing go. I love it. I love it. Dusty Attic, appreciate y'all. Now I feel old, Mario. You were born the year I graduated high school. Yeah, I'm class of 2010 from high school. 3rd down and 1. This time it is a 3rd and inches, and Joe Milton will dive forward for a 1st down pickup. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal coming up now for the Dallas Cowboys. Schottenheimer decided to go with the good old-fashioned tush push. The Kamehameha, if you will. Hello to Emmy Soleta saying hello, Super Mario, from the other side in the Philippines. Shout out to Emmy. Sam Pike says we will see. We really, LOL, JK. All right. Do you play Madden, says Hawkeye. I do. Sometimes. It's 1st and goal. Single back. Milton takes it, looks to the left, back shoulder, fed, one-handed grab. Let's go! Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. It's Brown who gets in again. Camden Brown scores yet another touchdown for Dallas. The boys are now up 16-7. The extra point attempt coming in. Camden Brown, a little shimmy, shake, cuts out to the left. One-handed grab over Dansby with the left hand. Joe Milton looking very good, actually, this year. So here comes the extra point attempt. Snap, hold, kick is up, is good. It's 17-7, Dallas Cowboys with a 10-point lead. Hawkeye, I just got Madden 27, says Marco Jordan. Greg says, yeah. What's the new rules for challenging with the red flag? Keep asking you that you know, says Greg Meadows. Greg, there's a whole blog on my page about that. You can go check it out at footballnationusa.com. The only real difference I have that I could tell you off the top of my head is that the assistant coach or one of the assistant coaches can also drop a challenge flag. It doesn't only have to come from the head coach. That means that more eyes, more people can make decisions if they believe that they saw and they made the right choice. Of course, if you drop the challenge flag and you screw that up, guess whose ass is going to get chewed out if you got that wrong. But yes. Now, if you do want more information on the challenge flag rules, you can check out Football 101 on my website. We've already written an article about that. Feel free to go check that out. Patrick Johnston says we have a new star in Dallas. A star is born. In the sha-la-la-la-la-la-lows. Gosh, I hated that karaoke song. Hated that karaoke song. Did you hear about the short psychic who escaped from prison? Waiting to hear the punchline on this one. We have a new star in Dallas. Good game, says Isabel. Loved Tony Dorsett. I mean, that guy could run. LM Wild Child. Bro, 18 in 1982. You got to see the Lady Great Years of America. We're about to win, says Sports. What's the punchline, says Courtney. That's what I'm waiting for, Court. I have no idea. The short psychic who escaped from prison. He's a small medium at large. That's bad, bro. But I appreciate the effort. I think you also have to drop a flag like it's hot this year. Drop it like it's hot. You always have to drop it like it's hot. Way to make those Seahawks sweat, boys. Buffalo Bills won today. And the new star in Dallas is Mario, says Tommy. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate that. Let's see. 17/07. Way to go, Cowboys. Dave seems like he's buzzing pretty hard here. Bullet Bob Hayes says says our friend AZ Saturner. CJ York says Weedham boys for life. All right. Well then, Cowboys have a stacked defense. Hang on. Before we start calling my Dallas Cowboys a stacked defense, there is zero way that you can go from worst to first overnight, and the Dallas Cowboys defense was legitimately worst in the NFL, allowing the most points per game in the NFL last year with a record of 7-9-1. They were also the worst team in third down conversion and a bottom 3 team in every statistical defensive category. But they did make some improvements. And I don't expect this to be top tier, but I do expect this to not be red all season long. All right, folks, an 18-yard return here after the Dallas Cowboys send this football back to the Seattle Seahawks. On the contrary, the Seattle Seahawks defense is indeed top tier. Last year, they were the best team. We're literally watching the best and the worst team go head-to-head. The best defense in the NFL last year versus the worst defense in the NFL last year. And looks like the Dallas Cowboys are ahead in this game. It's 1st and 10, a run to the gut here. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. Clock is ticking. Screw the Seattle Sea Chickens. Okay, I got to admit, that joke was good, says Jack Dandridge. Late to say this, but my humor is messed up. I laughed hard at that one. Okay. Good thing I invested instead of placing a bet on this game, says Yowman Adventures. You know it, my friend. Okay. Single back. 2nd and 7. Looking to the right, throwing to the right. Looks like Drew Lock is back in, ladies and gentlemen. So that's unusual. That is unusual. So Drew Lock stepped off the field for a few plays. It was Jalen Milroe. And now it's Drew Lock who's back on the pitch. Or back on the field. Got to get out of the soccer terms. I got a 3rd down and 3 after a Drew Lock pass was complete for 4 yards. But they're more interested in interviewing players on the sideline than bringing us the game. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers left. Here's the snap. Drew Lock looks left. He flips the hips. He sends this one wide open. Player gotta make that catch. Montori Foster Jr. was wide open. Could not get his hands around that football. It's 4th down and 3 unnecessarily, and it's time to punt now for the Seattle Seahawks. Drew Lock back in, huh? I am going to go grab some more soda here. Voice is starting to dry out, and we got a lot of football left. It is almost 9 p.m. Central Standard Time right now. Waiting for the punt. You can see punter here waiting for it. Here's the snap. Here is the boot. This time, this punt is sent out by Michael Dixon. It's far, and it goes out of bounds right now at the 17-yard line. That's a solid punt, 51 yards. It's 1st and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys. 6:12 left to go. Called it, says William. All right, guys, so I am actually going to step away to go grab a quick soda, something to drink while I'm sitting here with you guys. I'm going to leave the Cowboys schedule for the next 5 games. I'll be right back. Hang tight. All right, couple things here. First of all, should not be out of breath going down and up the stairs. That's a sign. Second of all, sparkling water. Delicious HEB sparkling water. One of these days, HEB will sponsor me. Since it is lime, the green screen effect has definitely taken hold there. Let's see, I bet $5 on the Seahawks so that the Cowboys would win, says Jose Mendoza. What's the difference between the Eagles fan? That's not a joke. It's just true, says Richard Storm. Who's there, says Tracy. It's me. Unk is winded, says DJ Gene. Yeah, I shouldn't be. I'm going to a Cowboys rodeo. Let's see. Sign that you're getting old like the rest of us, says Dave. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Okay. How are the Dallas Cowboys going to start this season, guys? These are the first 3 games. Cowboys-Giants, Commanders at Cowboys, Ravens at Cowboys. Are we starting 3-0? Are we starting 0-3? Are we starting 2-1? What will the Dallas Cowboys record be after the first 3 weeks? Put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. 2-1, 2-1, Cowboys rodeo. All right, well, let's see what happens here in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all dropping your opinions. Okay. Left side of the field, it's a handoff to Malik Davis, who has run the ball pretty well so far. First 2 carries, he averaged 8 yards. This time he crashes back down to earth. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 7 on a 3-yard gain out to the Dallas 20-yard line. Dallas Cowboys do have possession. Dallas Cowboys are looking to win this game. They're in pretty good shape. Break! And we line up. Milton under center. He's got his hands under center. He's got 2 receivers to the right. He'll turn around, hand this off to the left side. Malik Davis finds a good break here. He picks up 14 yards, puts his knee through the skull of a man, and that's good for a Dallas Cowboys. First down. First down for the Dallas Cowboys. They move from the 20 to the 34 on that 14-yard pickup. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to my Cowboys fans who are watching today's live stream. Appreciate y'all. A 1st and 10 coming up right now in the 3rd quarter. Dallas Cowboys on their own 34. Under center right now, again, it is going to be Milton. Joe Milton, the 3rd, will turn around, keeps this one on the ground. This will be a tackle for loss, minus 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 13 coming up here. Dallas has been removed or reversed here, going backwards from the 34 to the 31. Dallas Cowboys approaching midfield. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Gamer Girl. Gamer Girl Goddess, welcome back. We got Mike saying Kalshi. Let's see. Tracy Simmons saying it gets worse. Ned Davis says football is back, baby. It is back. Dennis, what's going on? Dennis the Menace. 2nd down and 13. Offset I formation. Joe Milton drops back, steps into the pocket. Ooh, slips away. Milton has to throw while on the run. The pass is going to be dropped. And that will stop the clock with 4:06. Incomplete pass. 3rd down and 13 coming up. Good stop there by the defense. That pass, he was looking for Abanikanda. Israel Abanikanda. And if you don't know who that is, well, neither do I. We are learning on the fly. Hi, gamer, says Cassandra. Bride a bike guy says, good night, Drago Balboa. Good night, DB. We'll see you, brother. See you soon, sir. Okay. 4 minutes. 3rd down and 13. There's the snap. Milton. Whistles coming in right away. There's a whistle for a delay of game. Uh-oh. Dallas Cowboys. That's the first delay of game that we've seen in this preseason. So delay of game. The back judge was probably super excited to throw his flag as high as he could. Tried to hit the Jumbotron. That is the best part about being a back judge, by the way. When you throw that flag, you want the satellites in space to see it. So everyone knows it's a delay of game. 5-yard penalty. It's 3rd down and 18 for Dallas, all the way back on their own 26. A look to the left, a throw to the left. The catch is made by Anthony Smith, but it's not enough to move the sticks. They'll get 5 yards back. It's 4th down and 13. Clock will start to tick, and the Dallas Cowboys will have to punt. All right, well, it's a punt for the Dallas Cowboys. Not every drive can end in points. LaShawn says, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the Cowboys are going to start the season 3-0. Gotta catch those, says Isaiah. PBR is basic beer. It is. A PBR on the way. Life is good today. Life is good today. Adios and via con Dios. Yes, I'm leaving GA. Oh, and all the muchachas, they call me Big Papa. When I throw pesos their way, there's a big, big, big return here for the Seattle Seahawks squad. A massive run to the left-hand side. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dallas Cowboys punted this thing all the way back. There was a quick flag that came in. We'll see what the flag is. So Brian Anger punted this thing away. We'll find out what the flag is here. It's for illegal formation, kicking team. That penalty will be tacked on at the end of the run. Ladies and gentlemen, a 53-yard punt is returned for 52 yards, and then a 5-yard gain at the end of it. That punt resulted in -4 yards. I don't think I've ever said that before. It's 1st and 10 in a great place here. You were better off going for it if you were going to do that. You were legitimately better off just going for it on 4th down. A punt went for 53 yards. It got returned for 52, which means that it was just net 1. But a 5-yard penalty against the Dallas Cowboys made it -4 yards on the punt. The Dallas Cowboys have, it's okay. All right. Awesome. Tight. This ish is bananas, says DJ Gene. BANANAS. You have now scripted money-making entertainment. Dennis laughing. Super Bowl goes through Seattle. Hey, Ashley Deverick, says Bear Schweiger. Yow, man. Chris is in the chat. Or Chi-Sun. Chi-Sun says Bears are going to the Super Bowl. Please like and subscribe. It's free, says Dave. Thanks, guys. Nah, man. Hey, I'm not in the business of, like, begging for subscribers or begging for likes. I'm in the business of entertaining you guys. If you guys are entertained, that's the only thing we ask, right? We don't ask for any financial contributions on the channel. We only ask that you show your support in a free and productive way. Smash the like, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, it's cool, man. I'm here anyways. Whether you subscribe or don't, it ain't going to change my game plan. We are going to continue rolling forward here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick glance right now, again, at week 2 for the preseason. I will be covering 4 games next week. Thursday, August 20th, I've got the Raiders at Texans, then Packers at Broncos on Friday, then Cowboys at Cardinals on Saturday, and Seahawks at Texans on Sunday. There goes my weekend, but I'll be here with you guys, and that's really the best part anyways. After that, guys, week 3, we will cover the Bills. We'll have Steelers at Bills, Saints at Cowboys, Lions at Colts, and Bears at Texans, and then the regular season will start. Excuse me, Bears at Titans, not Texans. And then the regular season will start. We will have 6 games in week 1, and I do need to change this graphic because this is not the Australia game. This is the Australia game. It'll be Patriots and Seahawks, etc., etc., etc. We'll talk about that in a moment. Pushed out of bounds on 1st and 10. It's a 2nd down and 10 coming up now for the Seattle Seahawks. Football at the Dallas 27. The people are entertained, says Dave. Go Bills, says Cassandra. Hello, says J Mac Official. What up, man? ML Wild Child. Cheers. All right. Love that I found this channel, says RLJ Slick. Me too, man. Me too. Riding a pony looks tough to me. Depends on the pony. 2nd down and 10. Dropping back, Drew Lock back on the field. Delivers a beautiful pass through the middle into the red zone. Caught at the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Nice pass by Drew Lock. He finds Montori Foster Jr. for another one. We are in the red zone. Let's see if the Seahawks can cap off this drive. Seattle trying to take full advantage of the rubber band effect, where one team pulls away the lead and then the other team decides to pull it back this way. And this is what we're seeing right now. The Seahawks in point scoring range out of the pistol here for the first time today, maybe the second time today. A handoff to Velus Jones Jr. gains 0. It's second down. Second down and 10 at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. The Seattle Seahawks are knocking on the door right now. Bruce gifting out 5 Football Nation memberships. Bruce, dude, thank you, Bruce. That means a lot, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Bruce. Shotgun, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Locke has the blitz coming in. He finds the man on the screen. The tackle will be made quickly there, though, for the Dallas Cowboys. And looks like a good defensive stop here for Dallas. This time the man making the tackle was Julius Wood, and a little flex at the end of that one. Clock is still ticking. It's third down. Third down and 7 after a 3-yard pickup. So Julius Wood makes a stop right there. Montori Foster made the grab on the 3-yard catch on that screen play out to the left. We will need to see at least one more play here before the end of the quarter. Drew Lock in a shotgun once again. You got Montori Foster out there on the field looking that way. Drew Lock delivers to him. It's caught, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. So a 4th down and 4 goes out of bounds and stops the clock. You go for it, right? Seattle's definitely going to go for it, right? What do? Do you go for it here? The Chicano podcast says, I'm like 587 from the Bay Area, Cali, 707. That's the new goal now, Chicano. Can we get to 707 likes? Waiting, trying to get an offsides jump right now. This will take us to the end of the quarter, guys. So, 4th down and 4 when we get back. Will the Seahawks go for it or no? 4th quarter when we get back from this commercial break. 4th and 4 as we enter the 4th. Ball on the Dallas Cowboys 6. So, yes, on the Cowboys 6. All right, man. Tie 14-14 is my guess. Against the worst defense, yes. Bear, I've been busy. Cassandra, I see you. The Chicano podcast, 587. They have to go for it, says Janet. I wouldn't say they have to just yet. There's a whole 4th quarter, and we know they can get the Cowboys to 3 and out in a worst case or best case scenario. Must be depressing being a Cowboys fan. Yeah, it's really tough to have to polish all the dust off of all 5 of those trophies for us. You know, really a tough thing. Just kidding, AZ Saturner. Greg, let's see. I see you, my friend. Tell me, what's it like being a Cowboys fan, says AZ Saturner. It's all right. We're back into a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. When we get back, it'll be a 4th down and 4. Williams says just kick the field goal, make it a 1-possession game. I see you, Will. I think you're onto something. Let's see. Bruce Deuce. Fist bump. Let's see. I mean, hey, Cowboys don't have it as bad as us Browns fans. It's very tragic state of affairs. Yawman Adventure saying Drew is running the 2s and Milrow is running the 3rds. I'm not depressed. There are worse teams. LOL. Geez, y'all. Yeah, seriously. Try asking sorry, Tommy. Try asking a Saints fan how they feel these days. It's been rough, man. It's been rough for a lot of franchises out there. Imagine being a Cardinals fan, the oldest team in the NFL, and still, that started as the Morgan Athletic Club in like the 1800s. How many Super Bowl wins they have? It's a lot of teams that have 0 Super Bowl wins. Only 4 teams that have never been to a Super Bowl ever. Imagine being a Bears fan or a Lions fan who's never been to the Super Bowl. At least the Texans and the Jaguars have an excuse. They're the newest teams in the NFL. What's your excuse, Cleveland? Kidding. 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 4th down and 4. We are inside the red zone. Let's get intense. Shotgun formation. Drew Lock takes it. He looks to the right. He looks to the left. Drew Lock cuts back. A flag coming in. The throw, the catch, the tackle. It's made. Flag in on the play on 4th down here. Uh-oh. I think this is a holding on the offense on 4th down. Hold offense on 4th down. That penalty is absolutely going to be declined, ladies and gentlemen. And the result of this play is a Dallas Cowboys 1st down. 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. All right. Well, a turnover on downs is good news for Dallas. Dallas will now take over on their own 10-yard line. So when we get back from this commercial break, it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the Dallas 10. We can turn off the red zone music since the intensity is over. Must be a lot of shrinks in Dallas. They could be. It would help if you guys didn't troll us so hard, but that's a whole different conversation, yeah? Shout-outs to Gary Curry. Welcome to the chat. Mad Steve says howdy. You know what I haven't asked in a while, guys? You know what? I'm going to ask this. Not who was your very first concert, but what was your most recent concert that you actually went to? My wife is really into reggae. We went to go watch Revolution, a reggae band. Really, really good. And yes, Isabel, there are a ton of these commercial breaks right now, but that's just the way that the NFL did it. So my last concert that I went to was Revolution. I thought they were pretty good, man. My first concert was System of a Down, but Styx in Chicago, so good, says Ned Davis. Styx in Chicago? Styx/Chicago, so good. Earth, Wind, and Fire was your most recent concert? Okay, all right. Blackberry Smoke, never heard of them. Let's see. Slipknot would be great. Hawks fans got to enjoy World Cup, says William. I fly like paper, get high like planes. That one, MIA. I like it. Metallica. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Five Finger Death Punch, Kane Brown. Have you seen Toad when he finds he's 2% Jamaican? Funny as hell. Styx. Let's see, going to AC/DC in St. Louis. Thank you, ML Wild Child. Last concert I attended was for Everglow, K-pop group. Dave Matthews was the last concert. Boston was the first. More than a feeling. Josh Turner. Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Put some music on the soft and slow. Here's the drop back, looking right and scrambling. Joe Milton's on the run. A flag does come in. My guess is holding on the offense. Let's find out what this penalty is going to be. Hey, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for carrying us through that commercial break. Oh, illegal use of hands. Hands to the face. This is on the offense on a man by the name of Pete. Shiaz Pete with a mistake. REO Speedwagon. I see you. Journey was my first. Awesome. Black Sabbath. Awesome. God, I don't even remember seeing you. Let's see. You guys are fun, man. Led Zeppelin. Five fingers to the face right there. I'm stepping away from the chat so we can stay locked in on this game, guys. 1st down and 15. It's going to be a handoff and a good, respectable 8-yard run again from Malik Davis. 1st and 15 becomes 2nd down and 7 after that run. 6 carries for 38 yards. He's averaging over 6 yards per run. And I don't know if that's going to stand for the entire season. Would be cool if that was the case. Break. 2nd down and 7. Joe Milton. Offset I formation. There's the snap. It's actually more of like a wing formation here. Out to the left side, dropping the shoulder and making the tackle. It's Aiden Hubbard who gets the tackle on the play. A 1-yard pickup for Malik Davis makes it 3rd down and 6. The football has not advanced far on this drive for the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are on their own 14-yard line. They did take over on the 10, so not much at all. You can see the 12s right now for the Seattle Seahawks getting fired up here, wanting to see a stop. Joe Milton looks confident, though. Blitz coming in. Milton lets it go quickly. It's caught on the right side. Jordan Hudson makes the grab. 1st down. Dallas Cowboys. Jordan Hudson, 1 reception, good for 10 yards. His first catch of the day will move the sticks, and that's all you need. The clock continues to tick. The football has been advanced to the Dallas 24-yard line. 1st and 10 at the Dallas 24. Single back formation. Strong side to the left side. It's a handoff, and this breaks through for about a 5-yard gain. Israel Abanikanda picks up 5 yards on that play. It's 2nd down and 5, and the football's at the Dallas 29. 2nd down and 5. Bruce gifting out 5. Bruce, dude, thank you. Bruce, thank you a lot, man. Those Football Nation memberships help a lot, and we get to get more emojis the more members we get, so this does help on that endeavor as well. 2nd down and 5, looks to the right, throws to the right. This is a fumble. Who's going to recover? I think it goes out of bounds. This is going to be Dallas Cowboys football. Oh, my goodness. 2nd down and 5. It's 3rd down and 3. Luckily, there was no illegal batting or anything like that. Bro, you should not have dropped that pass. Woo! Who even are you, man? That's a bad one. DJ Rogers, a tight end, really fighting right now. No, it wasn't Rogers here. Was that Rogers? No. That was Trayshawn Holden. Yeah, that was an absolute mess. Anyways, Dallas Cowboys recovered. Here's a throw to Zach Kuntz, and Zach Kuntz will make the grab on 3rd down and 2, but the play goes backwards. It's 4th down and 5 at the Dallas 29. Dallas going to have to punt again. Seahawks should have taken the points. It would be a 1-possession game. 4th down and 5. Dallas going to have to boot this thing away. Let's hear a Cowboys joke. I don't want none, hon. Deep Purple was one of my favorite concerts. The first time I saw Judas Priest, too. My birthday's in less than 2 hours. Happy birthday, Chuck Diesel. Fair catch signaled, and it's signaled at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 when we get back. Looks like another commercial break. Again. Another one. All right. Okay, so one thing that I did say we would talk about is the schedule here, but the schedule for Week 1. So let's go into that schedule for Week 1. Okay, this is where the games actually matter. Not the preseason. This right here. My first game of this year for the regular season will happen on Wednesday, September 9th at 7:20 p.m. Central Standard Time. Then there will be a game that happens in Melbourne, Australia for Thursday Night Football, 7:35 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, so that's Wednesday and Thursday. Sunday, we'll have 3 games, guys, and I will be doing all 3 games. My brain is going to be mush by the end of it. That's okay. Bills at Texans. Commanders at Eagles. Cowboys at Giants. Talk about good games there. And then, of course, Monday Night Football, the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Week 1 is going to be fire. But I want to know, who is your favorite NFL team? Those of you who are watching. Those of you who are watching, let's find out who your team is playing in Week 1. Mush, says DJ Gene. Deep Purple concert. Robert says Cowboys. We got the Giants that time, man. So Cowboys, Giants week 1. Someone said Ravens. Thomas Bush, our resident Ravens fan. Welcome back, Thomas. Thomas, we got Ravens at Colts. Looks like Bills and Vikings, says Cassandra. We are going to see the Vikings play the Packers. The Bills will be playing the Texans. Who else in here? Beebs says Saints. The New Orleans Saints play the Lions in week 1. That's a tough week 1 matchup. Broncos, Chiefs for me. I see that right there. Let's see. Dave says Steelers. Steelers, Falcons. That's a good matchup right there as well. I think the Steelers should win that one. Buccaneers got the Bengals. Oh, dude, I really like. You know what? I really thought about covering this game at 12 p.m. as well because both of these two teams were covered in quarterback this year, the Netflix series. Baker Mayfield and Joe Burrow. That's a storyline to follow there. LaShawn Korb, our Rams fan. You got the 49ers. That's going to be a battle between you and Courtney, I suppose. Detroit Lions. Hank, I see you. You got the Saints. We'll see if the Saints are any good. All right, guys, commercial break is over. I will be doing Seahawks-Patriots, AZ Saturner. All right, here's the snap. Dropping back, looking right, looking left, delivering left, bobbling the pass, hit him in the numbers. Montori Foster drops a pass there. It's 2nd down and 10. You're going to wish that was JSN you were throwing that ball to instead. Seattle has the ball on the 34. The Dallas Cowboys had to punt on their last drive. It's 1st and 10, becomes 2nd and 10 after the incomplete. Jalen Milroe is the quarterback that's currently in for Seattle. All right, looks to the right, throws to the right. This one also incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Seattle Seahawks on their own 34. Unbox that Troy Aikman football, which is throwing it around. Got my shorts. What's going on with that football? Says Greg Meadows. Nothing going on with the football. The football is just here and hanging out. Shout out to GG Service Animals. Hello, GG. Hello, Dave Olaf. Hello, Real K Bishop. Jasmine, Hank, A Saturner. Okay. 3rd down and 10. 10:49 left to go. The snap comes in. It's Jalen Milroe. Looks to the left. Delivers a pass. I think it's good enough for a 1st down. The officials are calling it a 4th down and 1. I think the Cowboys got lucky there. 4th down coming up now. 4th and 1 at the Seattle own 43. I think they're going to go for it. Would be smart for them to go for it. Oh, man. 4th down and 1. They're doing it on their own 43-yard line. Whistles coming in. Whistles coming in. The officials stop the clock with 10:15. Looks like a coach's challenge for the Seattle Seahawks. Someone dropped a challenge flag here. They believe it was a 1st down. It looked like a 1st down in real time. We'll see it once more. Okay, here's the snap. Looks to the left. They're showing this play. I mean, that catch was clearly... They're saying he bobbled it. Maybe. Maybe. That looked like a 1st down to me, though. I do think that was a 1st down. We'll see what they say. Luckily for me, all I have to do is relay their decision. We'll get there in a minute. Greg, welcome. Growling, LOL. Shaky Bean says Giants fan, an Eagles fan, and a Cowboys fan find a magic lamp. You must be a Commanders fan. Answer to old Cowboys joke depends. Ba-dum-psh. GG, LOL. Let's see. Can you show me on the screen? Says Sam. What up, Sam? How you doing? Sam says, please. I got you, Sam. Welcome in, Maria. Maria, Maria. You remind me of a West Side Story. Maria is in the chat. Says, I'm back. Chiefs 49ers. Crystal Padilla. Hats off to you, Crystal. All right, guys. We went past our goal for today. Our goal was to get to 148,000 subscribers. We did it. Stretch goal. We're definitely not hitting the stretch goal. 148.1. would mean we need 82 more, but that's okay. I do think that the Seattle Seahawks dropped the challenge flag at the right time. I do think that this play is going to be reversed. I genuinely don't know how the officials got that one wrong. That catch was made, like, well beyond the line of scrimmage. So weird call. Unknown to you, thank you for asking. My son and my wife took a trip up to Austin today. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, she has family in from Wisconsin who came down to Texas to visit for a wedding. So my son is with his great-grandma and his mom and his grandma right now up in Austin. And it gives me, honestly, it gives me the freedom to be loud and boisterous and not have a baby running around. I love doing the live streams with Sammy. But at the same time, I like to have my focus. So he's with his mom right now and all the matriarchs of his life at the moment. And I am in heaven. I got football, bro. I am chilling with you guys, you know. Looks like the call has been overturned. It's going to be a 1st and 10, not a 4th down and 1. That's the right call. It's 1st and 10. The Seahawks have won the challenge, and the call has been reversed. Cool. All set. Should be good. Groovy. Set. 1st and 10. 10 minutes and 30 seconds here left to go. They did add time on the clock, which is probably why it took that commercial break so long. Here is the snap coming in. Jalen Milroe is going to be handed a sack launch. Take that. That's going to be Wheat and Stewart who made the play. Defensively, the Dallas Cowboys able to get a bag right there. Ready, Stewart and Wheat make the play here. Okay. I'm with it. All about it. Jalen Milroe is sacked. It's a 2nd down and 19 after the play. This does move the football back from the Seattle 44 to the Seattle 35 on a 9-yard loss. Empty backfield, trips on the right. From the right hash, scratch that left hash. Milroe takes it. Milroe chased down again, breaks a tackle, sidearm delivery, good pass. It will be caught. And it looks like Nick Vannett is going to pick up 10 yards. It's a 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 9. Jalen Milroe finds Nick Vannett, the Seattle tight end, looking for a roster spot. That catch will be noted by the coaching staff. Do the best you can when you can. It's a good catch. Way to hang on to it. It's a good catch. Way to hang on to it. 3rd down and 9, though. This is what separates your Milroes from your Darnolds. Here is the snap on 3rd down and long. A flag coming in. The pump fake. Milroe to the left. A flag coming in. He runs out of bounds. The clock will stop. Let's find out what the penalty is. And I do think it's going to be an offsides. On the offense, though, what? Was not expecting that. Offsides on the offense. So Seattle must have been lined up offsides here. And the Seattle Seahawks, the penalty is declined, by the way. So it'll be a 4th down here. After a 2-yard gain, it's a 4th down and 7 and a punt for Seattle. 8:42 left to go. There is the boot. It goes back to the Dallas Cowboys, and the Cowboys will return. 5, 10, 15, takes a bump. 20, 21, goes down at the 21-yard line. All right, another flag on the play. It's laundry day again. Packing bowl. Let's see. Reading some of those comments right now. Maria says, I feel like Caleb should be better. Ooh. 12 men on the field. Illegal formation called against the Seattle Seahawks. Okay. So illegal formation with 12 men on the field. That'll be a penalty against Seattle. They're going to add that on here as well. It was an illegal substitution is what it says. Okay, it should be a first down now for the Dallas Cowboys, though, unless they're going to redo that punt, which you could have easily just declined. Yeah, 1st and 10. Oh, I think the foul was against the Dallas Cowboys. Excuse me. They're calling it a foul against the Dallas Cowboys for too many men on the field, not against Seattle. So I've got a 4th down and 2 instead of a 4th down and 7. Let's scratch this back. 4th down and 2 coming up. Did they make the right call? I see defensive too many men on the field for the Dallas Cowboys. I guess it was before the kick, before the snap. But it's 4th and 2 now on the Dallas Cowboys 48-yard line. You might go for it here instead of punt. You could definitely go for it here now instead of punt. Nick Sorensen, special teams coach here for the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, my gosh. We're going to see another flag here. It's 4th down and 2. This is so annoying. They're doing the same thing that we saw in the other game. Or they did this earlier where they're moving the ball forward and then moving it back and then moving it forward again. Or in this case, moving it back and now moving it forward and now a false start moving it back. It's 4th down and 7 again. Just so annoying. Just like so annoying. False start Seahawks. 4th down and 7. That's why they call them cheeseheads. Come on, knowledge, says Shaky Beans. Weird call, says Robbie. Just in for practice. Clean up your beard and put your tux on. Greg Meadows. Yeah, no, we're definitely not doing that right now. First of all, I barely even get a beard. You call this a beard? I doubt it. Wow, you tried to muff that, you ball. Why would you try to play that football? It's recovered by the Seattle Seahawks inside the 5-yard line. Who was the punt returner here for this play? You want to talk about losing your roster spot? There's a flag on this play again. We've now seen 4 plays in a row with flags. Another one. 8:21. 4 plays in a row with flags. This is ridiculous. Also, what kind of cartoonish return attempt was that? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Holding on the receiving team. That penalty will be declined. It's 1st down, Seattle Seahawks. Okay, let me explain what happened. There was a punt. This guy decided to try to pick up the ball. This dude just tried to pick up the ball and tried to be a hero. The choice to do that was the wrong choice. Trayshawn Holden screwed that thing up, and now the Seattle Seahawks have the football at the 5-yard line. The stop will be made at the 2-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Excuse me, it's 2nd and goal coming up now. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. The Seattle Seahawks inside the red zone because this, whoever the heck this guy was, we will never hopefully have to hear from him again. Mike, if he makes this team, I will be shocked. The fastest way to not make the team, you had one job, dude. Don't muff the punt. That was literally it. 2nd and goal, tossed to the right-hand side, brought down, stopped by the Cowboys. 3rd down and goal at the Dallas 1. Okay, Harden, TJ Harden to the right-hand side. Julius Wood makes another big tackle. 5 tackles, by the way, for Julius Wood today, the safety. Big tackle there. What a tackle. Okay, 3rd down and goal. power set formation, goal line formation, stuffed right here. Cowboys get another stop. It's 4th down and goal. And let's see what happens now. 4th and goal on the 1-yard line. Okay. All right, let's see what happens now. So who knows, says John. Good test for the Dallas Cowboys goal line defense, says Pebble. It sure is. All righty then. Shotgun formation. 2 left, 2 right. Waiting for the snap right now. It comes in, looking left. Still going to pump fake. Ooh, he does slip away, and he's going to be sacked on the play. Jalen Milroe is dropped right here. The Dallas Cowboys force a turnover on downs. Great stop by the Cowboys goal line defense. It's 1st and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys now. What a play to move all the way to the 15-yard line. Holy smokes. George Pearson, what's up, brother? I see you in the chat. Man, that's rough if you're a Seahawks fan. That's making you look at Jalen Milroe like, what? Isaiah Land? By the way, someone had asked me if I could flip these whenever it was time. So, like, you could see who the defensive players are and the offensive players. I think that was Tommy who might have asked that. But I can turn off the red zone music now. We are more than midway through this 4th quarter. All right, chat, talk to me. Those of you who are still with me in the waning moments of this live stream, tell me, what will the Dallas Cowboys record be? Remember, 17 games played this year. The Dallas Cowboys, let's walk through their list of games real quick. The Dallas Cowboys in Week 1 have the Giants. Week 2, Commanders. Week 3, Ravens. Week 4, Texans. Week 5, Buccaneers. Week 6, Packers. Tough start to the season. Week 7, Eagles. That's Monday Night Football. Week 8, the Arizona Cardinals, so we get another rematch there at Dallas. Week 9, the Dallas Cowboys have the Colts. Week 10, how far did we go? Week 10 bye week. No, Week 10, whoops, 8, 9, 10, 49ers. Ooh, Cowboys 49ers. That'll be fun in Week 10. And I got about as far as Week 11. That's going to be Titans at Cowboys. I don't know, man. It's going to be a tough season. 10 wins, 7 losses, says Sheila. Dave says 10-7. Chuck says 7-10. 10-7, says Robbie. New York Giants will win, says Mike. No running back, no C champion birds. The Cowboys fans think that this is the Super Bowl. 1-16, says Shaky. 17-0, 9-8. Dak will be 0-4 versus Brock Purdy. Oof. Oh, man. Well, that's it. LaShawn Korb says, meh, doesn't matter. Don't matter to me none, says LaShawn. All right. Let's shrink this down just a hair. Folks, it's a 1st and 10. The Dallas Cowboys just won the ball back. They screwed up a crucial punt in this game. Here is a low snap as Joe Milton had to pick this one up. And he's going to turn around and hand this off to the left-hand side. Looks like it will be about a 7-yard gain for the Dallas Cowboys. Looks like Israel Abanikanda made the play. Israel Abanikanda. It's 2nd down and 2. The TV screen says 2nd and goal. Someone in the booth might have screwed up. It says 2nd down and goal. It's definitely 2nd down and 2. All right, here we go, folks. Now they fixed it. Motion on the field. The snap and a handoff to the left side. Looks like this time no gain on the play. It's a 3rd down and 2. It might even be a loss of 1. But a timeout is going to be called by the Seattle Seahawks here with 5:42 left to go. Seattle wants some time. They're down by 10. It's a 2-possession game. The Seahawks call a timeout. And I don't know if they're going to cut back to another commercial break. They might. Realistically, 9-8, says Thomas Bush. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're in a commercial break. I'm thinking last season the Dallas Cowboys went 7-9-1, although I do think it could have been 8-9 if they had just finished the job there against the Green Bay Packers. Still, it's a losing record, right? 8-9 is not what you want. I firmly believe this offensive stuff will stay relatively the same, and these defensive numbers will get closer and closer towards the green. I think the Dallas Cowboys finished this season 11-6, but that's just me. I'm hoping the Dallas Cowboys finish 11-6. Yes. RLJ Slick says so many commercials. Yeah, that's the NFL for you. That's the NFL. Preseason's even worse, though, I'll be honest. I feel like in preseason, they're really just milking this thing. It's 3rd down and 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Dallas Cowboys, shotgun formation. Football at the 23. Here's Joe Milton to the right. Tough catch and flags coming in. Let's find out what this flag is. 5:36 left to go. Flag on the play. Is it OPI or DPI? Maybe a holding call? They're going to call this illegal use of hands on the defense? Yep. Illegal use of hands. That penalty will be declined. Illegal use of hands against the Seattle Seahawks. It does bring up a first down. They're going to decline this, though, so the Dallas Cowboys did pick up the first down anyways. Result of the play, Dallas Cowboys, first down. Awesome, says Greg Meadows. Here we are. 1st and 10. With 5:25 here, looking to the left, Joe Milton swings this out to Tyler Johnson. Johnson's on the run. He picks up 15 yards. That's good for another Dallas Cowboys first down. 17 yards, excuse me. Another timeout going to be called here by the Seattle Seahawks. To stop the clock here with 5 minutes and 14. That's their 2nd timeout of the half. Seattle running out of time. I'm looking forward to a real game, 12-7. Will be a great time. I'm hyped up, says Yowman. Let's effing go Cowboys, says Crystal. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Doomsday is back, says Robert. Let's go, Robert. Alexander's in the chat. What up, Robert? So the Seahawks have called a timeout. Seahawks running out of time. 5:14 here left to go. Anyone but San Francisco. I hate them. Mario, any games tomorrow? David Olaf, no. No games tomorrow. There are no games in the NFL on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday this week. No games this week on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Instead, I have multiple fantasy football drafts. The late blitz is dialed up. Joe Milton has to get rid of it. He throws the football and stops the clock in the process. So 2nd down and 10 coming up. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Joshua Whitney says, why do you watch the Cowboys games? I'll give you a few guesses. I wonder why I would watch the Cowboys games. I can't quite figure that one out, huh? 2nd down and 10. Single back formation waiting for the snap right now. Here is the snap. It's a handoff to Abanikanda, and he will pick up about 5 yards on this play. It does keep the clock ticking here. And I think they are going to force another timeout for the Seattle Seahawks. 5:02. They use their last one. Is that correct? Are they burning their final timeout here? Let's see. Hazer says, hey, Rob, retire that jersey. The jersey retired itself. It's Jason Witten. The jersey's already retired. What do you mean? I've been listening while working. Let's go Cowboys, says Victoria. Hi, Victoria. Hope you're doing well on your end. Hope you're doing all right on your end. Let's see. Can you get AI to do summary of play like John Madden? That would be cool. Just something to think about. So what I've been doing is trying to build AI to build this down below. These drive charts that go by, I'm so sick and tired of the commercials always showing on these drive charts on ESPN and on CBS. So I'm currently trying to develop a way to automate and build my own drive charts that look very similar. But we'll see if that happens this season. I got a 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys after that timeout. We start this clock. It goes to the right. It's an 11-yard run for Tyler Johnson, and that's good for another 1st down. Dallas Cowboys. 1st down. Yes. Jason Witten. Do a Madden simulation. He says. Okay, so the Dallas Cowboys offense decided to play this out to the right-hand side, but then the defense of the Seattle Seahawks came crashing in from that gap, so they changed their mind. We're not actually going to do that, but we go through the pregame lineups here. This is going to be a handoff to the running back, and that's actually kind of what happened. Went to the right side, cut back over to the left. It is going to be a gain of 6 right here. 2nd down and 4 now coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. They are across midfield. At the Seattle 36. And it looks like this time we're going to get a timeout called by the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to run out of time here. But, yeah, you see how those commercials keep popping up? Kills me. So I'm trying to figure out how to build my own drive charts without those commercials. Shotgun formation. 3:45 left to go. Whistle comes in. Dallas will call time here. Play clock was winding down. Cool. Hells yeah, says Shaky. Ask the guy with the blue star and chain why he's a fan. No, that's very different, Pebble, than asking why I'm watching the game. Asking why I'm a fan is legit. But that's like walking up to someone wearing a whole bunch of Knicks gear and being like, why are you watching the Knicks game? What? Like, you okay? How'd the first drive go for each team? Meh, it was all right. Shaky Beans says, Aikman? Yes, Shaky Beans. The Troy Aikman signed football. He's right here. And we're giving it away this week. Well, not this week, but in week 1. And so, the request has been made to add some air to the football here. Here we go. Waiting for the snap right now. Milton takes it, hands this off. 2nd down and 4. It's 3rd down and 1. So a 3-yard gain gets this clock ticking once again. 3:36 left to go. The Dallas Cowboys not looking to give the ball back to the Seattle Seahawks. This is going to be the Cowboys coasting to the finish line. Don't you mean soccer? Says Tracy Simmons. Yes. Mine, says Donald Gillespie. Donald. We'll see. Roger Staubach is probably my favorite. The original Hail Mary. Roger Staubach. This is going to be a 1-yard gain on 3rd down and 1. That's good enough for a Dallas Cowboys. First down for Dallas. Keeps the clock ticking here. Moves the football out to the Seattle 31. The Cowboys are about to beat the Super Bowl champions from last year in this preseason game. DJ Jean says Tom Landry. They did so well. Defense really showed up tonight, says Country. I agree. Girl, so good to see the Dallas Cowboys defense not get just absolutely obliterated every time. That goal line defense was excellent as well. Here is the snap. It's right up the middle. Good, strong run this time. Okay. It's a 9-yard gain, and this will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 1 when we get back from said 2-minute warning. 2 minutes. 2nd down and 1 on the Seattle 22. Preseason or not, it's always nice to see the Seahawks lose, says Jason. Who is your coach this year? You're saying, like, my favorite coach that I'm looking forward to watching, or the Dallas Cowboys head coach? Because it's Brian Schottenheimer. That's the Dallas Cowboys head coach. The coach that I'm most curious about this season, however, is John Harbaugh, with his transition after having gone from the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see. Can turn some of these off right now. Couple of stats that okay. Coach is hired around the NFL. We talked about this man. Robert Saleh is now the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. That'll be interesting. We saw Robert Saleh as the head coach of the Jets. Did not have much success. He then went back to being defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. Here he is in a head coaching spot for the Tennessee Titans. John Harbaugh lost his job after the end of the Baltimore Ravens season last year. Harbaugh no longer the head coach for the Baltimore Ravens, but he is bringing his expertise and Isaiah Likely and a few other pieces with him to New York to help bolster that team. Kevin Stefanski, the ex-coach of the Cleveland Browns, is now the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, and the Falcons looked every bit of a team coached by a Browns coach. Trash, looked awful yesterday against the Denver Broncos. Clint Kubiak, no longer a question mark here. He was made head coach of this Raiders team. I think a large part of that, obviously, was Pete Carroll, who was the head coach last year. And when they asked him who should be your successor, he went with Clint Kubiak. Mike McCarthy, ex-head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, ex-head coach of the Green Bay Packers, current head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Weird. It's more weird not Mike McCarthy being the head coach of the Steelers, Mike Tomlin not being the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Weird. Mike LaFleur, we'll see if this change can do anything, but I think the Cardinals are forever doomed, just like Todd Monken and this Browns team also forever doomed. Jesse Mintner is now the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. Jeff Hafley is now the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, and Joe Brady now the head coach of the Buffalo Bills. In case you were wondering, these were the guys who lost their jobs last year. Brian Carroll lost his job in October. Brian Daboll lost his job in November. They didn't even get to finish the season before they got fired. Raheem Morris was fired. Pete Carroll was fired. Mike Tomlin resigned. You got Jonathan Gannon, who lost his job. Kevin Stefanski, John Harbaugh, Mike McDaniel lost his job, and Sean McDermott lost his job last year as well. A lot of changes there. Kind of wild to think about. 2 minutes here left to go. The Dallas Cowboys on 2nd down and 1. If they pick up a first down, they can just kneel it out for the rest of this one, and this game is over. But still pretty fun, man. Tomlin, WTF. There's the run. It is going to be a first down for the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys, fresh new set of downs. First down for my boys. 2 Bryans, 3 Mikes. Wait, what? Yeah, that's a lot of Mikes and Bryans. It's a lot of Mikes and Bryans. All right. Let's see. Bear don't spam. Who was the Cowboys coach in 1995? Forget his name. Let's see. What's up, Mario? What up, Jacqueline? I see you, Jacqueline. Jacqueline in the chat. Jacqueline Peoples. You would be the first to do it. Probably get many, many subscribers. Just remember me. Greg, you're saying if I did a John Madden style for every single play, I would need like a different board to do that. I have a version of that in my head, but I don't have the technology here to make that happen. It's 2nd down and 11. Cowboys are in victory formation. This is going to be your final score, ladies and gentlemen. The Dallas Cowboys will win this game 17-7. And overall, I think we did okay, guys. I think overall we did okay. 28,000 views. The average view time on this live stream, 5.5 minutes. Not bad. There is the knee. And, yeah, that should be it. No, we're going to need one more knee here before the end of this game. They're going to just give that to the – just going to give that over. And do their thing. Okay. Third down. Players, yeah, they're just going to let them finish this out. Yeah. We're not going to need to see another play. It's over. It's done. All right, guys. Not half bad. 660 or 644 likes. Did all right on the viewership. Picked up 10 new channel members. Well done, guys. This is a good live stream for us. Thank y'all so much for helping out. Not supported by this configuration. Expected video resolution is 250, 640, and 1440. Okay, copy that. Did not realize that was the situation. But that's okay. All good. It's all good in the hood. It's all good. All right, guys, that's it. This game's over. That is your final. Love it. Man, oh man. Let's see. For job Cowboys. Job for a Cowboy? Is that what you said? For job Cowboys. Thank you. Or did you mean like good job Cowboys? Okay. All right, man. Good job, Cowboys. Great broadcast. Thank you, Dave. Aaron says, hopefully the Hawks can win game on the reg in the regular season. I'm ready for my teams. Hell yes. Duncan Stewart says 653. Yeah, we hit 28,000 views on this one. The last live stream did better. The morning game did do better. The 12 o'clock game. I think a lot of people are burnt out on preseason football. I don't know that next week is going to be a good week for preseason football either, though. Especially now that we've all seen basically just some of that. Wondering if it's even worth doing those games. I mean, it's kind of worth doing those games. But that's okay. Not a big deal. 28,000 views. Let's see. Good game, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate you. Thanks, guys. It's a victory. It's a win. Do you do boxing, says Shaky Beans? Yes, I'll do boxing when it's appropriate. Like I said, I'm definitely going to do the Mayweather and Pacquiao fight if they do another one. I think that's scheduled for like early 2027. Let's see. None of these players were even backups after the first drive for Seattle. The time Landry crew had faith in Jesus. They all believed Jesus. Amen to that. Let's see. How do you get burnt out? It just started, says Sherry. Sherry. It just started. Sherry. Oh, Sherry. Oh, my. We did 100 World Cup games during this summer. We did every single NBA playoff game that was available. We were no days off from March till June. And even through June, we did so many World Cup games. We did just take a rest where I was off for the last, 2 weeks, but the preseason came in hot. And right now we are also setting up the entire preseason and out to Week 16 schedule, rosters, depth charts, stat boards, all the things that we need. So just because I'm not live streaming does not mean that I'm not working my ass off. Trust me, if I'm not live streaming most of the time, I'm still working on something Football Nation. If you haven't checked out the website, would be a great time for you to go check out that website and see what I'm talking about. But hey, let's see. Woo. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thanks Santino for today's game. Yeah, Santino killed it on today's game. Santino got more views on this game earlier today for the Vikings and the Giants than we got for the Cowboys and the Seahawks. What's that about, guys? What's all that about? Nah, not a big deal. We got our goals here today. That was really the main thing, was just to reach our goal for today. And say what, says Shaky. All right, says DJ Gene. Good night, friends, says Courtney. Good night, friends. We'll see y'all soon. Oh, my ears are starting to hurt, too. My ears are starting to hurt, too. Is this the rodeo? I thought the rodeo was in February. They're showing bull riding right now. Nashville walks off Arizona, CW Sports. This is right up Country's alley right now. We got bull riding, barrel racing, and all the fun stuff from the rodeo. Go get an ear massage. What? I've never had an ear massage before. That sounds interesting. Kelly Grant, anytime. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Good night, everyone, says Bride a Bike. Mario, will you broadcast the fantasy football drafts? I don't think I'm going to broadcast tomorrow's draft because, again, I've got 11 other league mates. Outside of Santino, it's 10 other league mates who are all heathens and degenerates, and I love them to death, but probably going to be too spicy of commentary for this channel. Country says rodeo is year-round. I watched it yesterday. So, no, I probably won't do tomorrow's draft, but I think for the Football Nation Moderators draft on Monday, yeah, I think I'm going to live stream that one. It'll be a lot of fun. You guys will get to watch me set everything up and make panic picks and do all the fun stuff that we do during draft. Oh, man. Well, does anybody have any final comments, questions, concerns, short stories here? Tracy Patterson, welcome back. We'll see you soon. I'll see you for the next game. Hi, Mario from Football Nation. See ya. What a name. Hi, Mario from Football Nation. Changed the whole name, dude. I love it. Great game, Mario. Have a good evening. Thank you, Sheila. What time are we starting? 7 p.m. your time, Courtney? I think it was 8 p.m. Central Standard. Hold on. I think it was 8 p.m. Pulling it up right now. That effing guy. 5 p.m. Pacific time. So that would be 7 p.m. Central Standard. It does say 5 p.m. Pacific time. 5 to 8 Pacific time, right? PDM. Is that right? Well, I think I beg 7:30 Central or later, says Courtney. Yeah, I had it at 7. Yeah, PDT. PDT? What is PDT? What is happening here? 5 p.m. PDT is right? I wish it would just tell me how much time until... Okay, I'll ask to... Oh, okay, no worries. Let's see. Courtney does not say hi back to people. She doesn't have to. It's not her job. She doesn't have to. Nobody has to. Let's see. Ashley Deverick, thank you so much for... appreciate you, Ashley. Hi, Dave. Yes, I do, she says. Drafts take a long time. Yeah, it's like a 3-hour... Could probably be a 2-hour thing. Mock draft, instant mock draft, draft kit, get a cameo for your draft order. We're going to ask the system what this means. LMAO, wow, they pulled it off, says Janet. They sure did. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, guys. You're on CDT, not CST, because Daylight Savings Time is active. That's so stupid. It says technically on August 17th, you're on CDT, not CST, because Daylight Savings Time is active. That's so stupid. But that is the answer. We will be drafting at 7 p.m. Central Time. A 3-hour tour, says Country. Probably won't even be a full 3 hours, guys. That's only if everybody takes their 2 minutes to draft. We can probably knock this draft out in an hour and a half, honestly. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to take off for the rest of the night. Hi, Mario from Football Nation says I'm going to change it back to hi, Mario, bro. But good night. Appreciate you, man. All right. Minnesota Vikings. And knitting, says Courtney. Sit right back, says DJ Gene. Good night, Janet. Mario, will you draft a running back first? It depends, Dave. It depends on what falls to me. If I watch 4 running backs go off the board and I'm pick number 5, I'm going to take Jamar Chase. It would be crazy not to. But we are not in a PPR league. We do. Oh, someone was asking about the scoring system as well. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up the scoring system. Because I think that we're in a standard league except for a first down reception where you get the extra point. Rosters and scoring. Scoring settings. Passing touchdowns, yep, 4 points. Interceptions, -1. Rushing touchdowns, 6 points. Rushing yards, yep. Receiving touchdowns, receptions, receiving yards. So this is in standard right now. Yeah, it's in standard with 1 point receiving first downs. That's the only change here. Does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense to you guys? So, basically, running backs are at a premium, especially a pass-catching back. The reason that I did this, a lot of people think that I'm weird for my particular scoring system, but I don't think it's fair to give a full point or even a half point for someone making a catch that loses 3 yards or 4 yards. Like, come on, really? Just because you caught it, you're doing your job. So I do have a full point for a first down reception, but that's the only thing. That's the only nuance that I've got. It's a standard league outside of first down receptions. You guys got that? Some people think I'm old school. Some people think that it's boring when you got standard scoring. I like the standard scoring. I do have 3 wide receivers instead of 2 wide receivers, so we can still see the points go up. But, yes, there will be 3 wide receivers as well. So a 3-receiver league, there you go. That should be everything. How can I share this? Save changes. Didn't make any changes. Wish I could just promote this out. There's a way to find it on Yahoo. I got to figure out how to find that on Yahoo. But yeah, I'll send you guys the information in the chat before the game starts or before the draft starts. Standard. Yes, Courtney, it is standard with that one nuance. First down reception is an extra point. So if it's a 1 yard grab, but it keeps the drive alive, screenshot it, says Dave. There's a way that people can find it on their phones. There's a way to find it on the phones, and to screenshot it, it's going to be awkward. But, okay, guys, I'm done. It's 10:13, 10:15, so this live stream is over. If you guys want to see more, you can check out the website, footballnationusa.com. I will be live on Monday for our fantasy football draft, and then our next game will be on Thursday. So I'm done. I'm off. It's been an absolute pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching Football Nation today. My name is Mario. You have been watching Football Nation. Until next time, let's effing go. Peace out, y'all.